Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am joined here with all of these lovely, lovely Patreons that support our community. Welcome on in, everyone. This is our 5th edition D&D Patreon game set in Greyhawk. Shout out to our Patreons. Without your support, any of the one-shots and marathons that we do here would not be possible. Everything that we do is very much off of the generosity of these lovely people. Oh god, I don't have my bot open. Hold on. Oh,
bot,
no.
how dare you? It's okay. Technical difficulty.
We have a YouTube. I'll also put that link there. You can find all of the episodes of this game and all of our other previous campaigns on our YouTube as well. There are a couple of different ways that you can interact with the game. You can redeem channel points that you get for free just by lurking and chatting and just hanging out with us, you know, and that can be redeemed for an advantage die, which gives a blessing to the player of your choice, which also includes myself. It is a pocket reroll, or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative. Every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. Let's jump right in, please. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and a little bit about your character. We're going to go ahead and start off with V.
Hey, I'm Vertigo Cross. I like to play games and cause chaos. You can either find me over on my channel at twitch.tv/VertigoCross or hanging out here on Mondays and every other Wednesday with Stella. And Lavelli is a pirate turned monk who just wants to help and beat people up.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Next, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello, I'm Jacob, I'm Zombie, I'm Z, I'm whatever those names you like to call me. I am the lore keeper, clip master. I mix those up in my head somehow. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. Today I am playing Chester Cunningham, who is he's a mage hand sort of for the entire circus. He has worked with them for years and years. And even though he's worked for them for years, he does not know his way around anywhere, including inside the circus. So it's been a fun little adventure for him as well. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Next, we have B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. You're welcome to call me either. I mostly show up on YouTube where Jacob and I do a Monday night nerd news series at 10 p.m. And tonight, I'm Kalik Ilvari. Yes, before you ask, I am the son of Decius and Kelwin Ilvari, heroes of Three Stone Gorge. They've taught me everything I know, and now I'm out on adventures of my own to gain the fame, wealth, and glory that are my birthright.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. I'm not on the socials, but you can find me here every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I will also be here, and we will play Ghosts of Saltmarsh game. So today, I am playing Riley, a young and fresh human sorcerer who is on commission from the King of Furindy to find chess players and bring them together for chess greatness.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. And last but certainly not least, Maddie Matihi.
Hi everyone, I'm Matihi, aka Maddie Matihi. You can find me at Maddie Matihi on Instagram and Twitter, and Matihi on Twitch. I'm mostly over on Emma Panada's channel. I run the Curse of Strahd game on Tuesdays. We play almost every Tuesday. And I also play Kondo, an airbender, in our Avatar game on Fridays, including this Friday. So if you want to come hang out, yeah, you totally can. But tonight I am playing Ricaria, who's a tiefling druid with their best friend Sir Lancelot, a snake. And also my other best friend, Kalik, and we're out on adventures because my dad wants me to go out and not stay at home all the time.
Yes. Speaking of adventure, Godfather Wraith, thank you so much for the draws from the deck of many. Ricaria.
Oh no, how dare you.
When to stop.
Stop.
Every
Thank you, but how
time.
dare you?
Every time.
And Chester.
Jerk.
Sure. Look,
Okay.
it's just gonna be ruined. Nothing to be upset about.
Yeah, nothing. Well, I'd be okay with ruin, to be honest, but that's just my own thing.
All right. To start off our session, I just want to preface by saying that I am sick, so I might be a little spacey and I might have holes in my memory, and I apologize in advance. So, speaking of, for a free Nat 20, does anyone want to volunteer to do a recap in character of what happened last session?
I can attempt, considering I just did the clip.
Feel free.
Yeah, do it. All right.
Okay. So I'm remembering this as Chester, right?
If you want,
Okay.
preferably yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. So we made it into this into the circus where I had somehow had fallen out off the top from the sky, and I met all these people. We went into the circus, and we had to buy tickets. So as we went to buy tickets, we found out there was already tickets for all of us, including me. But I already work there. Why do I have tickets? But that confused me to no end. But whatever. As I walked into the circus, we went to all kinds of different places. We went to the Lost and Found area. I went with Ricaria to go to the giant place. My thing is blocking it. Top Hat. The Top Hat. We went to the Top Hat, and we went and we talked to what's his name? The guy with the pumpkin on his head. I can't think of his name.
Burley.
Barley.
Barley. We went to talk to Barley, who's really nice, and he's a really awesome guy. And we then we went and we talked to him, and I checked in, and he said everything was fine. And then we ended up at actually before that, we actually all played carnival games. And all of us did very, very well, except for Riley, who I felt bad about. But all the rest of us did pretty decently. And then we went to the Pixie Kingdom, where we all got really small, and we participated in hide and seek. And some funny shenanigans happened that I don't remember if Chester saw or not, but funny shenanigans happened. And so I met a big burb, and I trolled it to be quiet because I was trying to play hide and seek, but it didn't quite work out as well. But I got to beat Big Burb, and that was nice. And then we went out of the Pixie Kingdom. We all went into the bubble pod, except for Lavini, who has wings. It doesn't need a bubble. And we all connected. All the four of us connected eventually with our bubbles. And then we went off to. Did we go back to the Top Hat? I think
We went to Illusions.
Hall of Illusions. We went to the Hall of Illusions, where we saw some creature that we've been looking for a while, that sort of shape shift and such. And we saw it sort of run into the House of Illusions without buying a ticket. And that's very, very bad that they don't buy a ticket. And that's where we left off.
Very good. So, yes, we are outside of the Hall of Illusions. And just to kind of rewind a little bit so we can see what happens here, let me change up the music a little bit. Okay. So who had gone up to the glass cabinet that was outside the Hall of Illusions? It was Ricaria.
It was me.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, she got a fate play from it.
I did.
Very good. So we see Ricaria approaching this very interesting looking building. It's more of a tent than a building. And inside of this glass cabinet, you see that there's a wooden mannequin grinning, a raven-haired young woman in witch's attire with a flowing green cape that hovers inside of the cabinet, defying gravity. And at the top of the cabinet reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter. And we see, as you're approaching, that there is nearby a halfling couple holding hands. One of the halflings is wearing butterfly face paint, and all of a sudden he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket. And all of a sudden, his sweetheart begins to burst into laughter uncontrollably and falls to the ground. She is rolling around, and you can see that there is utter shame and embarrassment on the halfling in the face paint. And all of a sudden, sobbing, his makeup smearing with his tears, he darts into the tent without getting his ticket punched. Is anyone else near the glass cabinet with Vicaria?
Near-ish.
Sir Lancelot is.
Okay.
I guess because we all weren't we all grouped together? So we all
Yeah.
kind of landed by in one. So
Yeah,
I'd say
you all
everybody-
touched bubbles.
Yeah, we all touched
Yeah.
bubbles. So I'm going to guess everyone but Lavelli is nearby. Would be my guesstimation.
I know
Okay.
Lavelli was following us.
No, Lavelli pushed your bubbles towards me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Lavelli's the
see,
reason we hooked back up.
Caleb
Oh.
tried to go off on his own, and
Oh, that's
Lavelli
right.
was
He
like,
was,
here.
he was being a jerk.
It's called
So I guess I'll-
reconnaissance.
So we'll say that each one of these bubbles just sort of pops, but as it pops, you don't fall very quickly. You fall very, very gently, carefully to the ground. You're able to strike any kind of pose that you like. What kind of pose you want to do?
Ricari was flopping her arms and was like, look, we're flying.
Riley reaches to adjust their jacket, realizes it's perfect, and just kind of sits there smug.
Nice.
Chester probably would just look at this as like one of the trapeze things and just sort of like spin a little bit and then just kind of land on his feet and be like, ta-da.
Kalik is arms folded, like leaning back like it's against a doorway, just, absolute chill.
Love it. And Lavelli, you witness all of these.
She is exasperated, just shaking her head, wondering what on earth they're all doing.
So I'll say that Lavelli is still on the approach as this happens. Can I get everyone but Lavelli to roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Nice. Okay. I'm alright with that.
All right, DC
Okay.
is 13, so we got a
Wow.
wow.
Woo!
Oh, very nice. Okay, so we got a
Man.
17 from Riley, 17 from Chester, a 13 from Kalik.
Barely.
You passed though, you passed, and then a 14 from Ricaria. Okay,
Man.
so each one of you, all of a sudden you just feel this like weird compulsion just sort of wash over you, and you just kind of like choke back a laugh. And then it subsides. It almost feels as if something was about to take over you, but you managed to shake it off.
Huh.
And each one of you, can I get a history check?
Ooh.
22 from Kalik, 12 from Chester, 11 from Riley, and a 10 from Icaria. Okay, so, Kalik, you're the only one who knows this. As you're kind of looking it over here, completely composed, you recall that Tasha was one of the names that was used by Igglewiv the Witch Queen, a legendary archmage.
Awesome.
Lavelli,
Yes.
describe to me how you come up to the cabinet. You see everyone sort of choking back a laugh, but they compose themselves. And Kalik looks thoughtful.
She'll hover back for a second, seeing everyone making generally weird faces after landing before just lifting her arms up and landing down in front of them.
Okay. Can I also get you to roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save.
10. Awesome. All right. All of this sudden, as you kind of witness everyone, you feel this compulsion just wash over you, and you buckle over, falling to the ground as you suffer from the effects of hideous laughter.
Oh no.
You fall prone, and you cannot stand up for 1 minute. Yeah. And you're just laughing maniacally.
It's very loud, very bird laughing.
Just ow.
So what does everyone else do as Lavelli just lands and immediately just falls down and starts laughing.
Huh. What's so funny over there, buddy?
I assume she can't really speak through the laughter.
Yeah.
No, not for a minute.
I think maybe someone should stay out here with Lavelle. Some of us maybe should go see that the halfling that ran inside.
Yeah, I think so too. I think who wants to do
Perhaps one of the people with a compromised sense of direction shouldn't be going into a hall of illusions.
True.
Valid.
Do you want to go in there then?
Riley, you with me?
This is peculiar, Lavelle.
Loud call.
This isn't right. bring out my magnifying glass and get him real close to Lavelle.
We don't have time for this. Kalik, we gotta go.
And
All right.
Ricaria will extend a hand to Kalik. And is there someone there to like take our tickets?
Yeah. In fact, when you look over at the entrance, you see this individual, this tall, lanky man. Art.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You see, there's something peculiar about this person. They are very clearly dressed in some kind of costume here, but they almost seem kind of washed out, almost as if they're a little desaturated. There's no vibrant color to them. They are very muted in appearance. And as you come up, you can see that they are gesticulating wildly. They are kind of gripping at their hat and pulling it down, and they gesture over to the flap, and then they hold up their hands to you as if to stop you.
We'd like to go and fetch him. May we? He holds up his ticket.
You see this person lift up their hand, and they nod, and they reach for a little punch. And they punch your ticket, and they look very, very desperately to Ricaria.
Ricaria brings up their ticket and says, Can you punch an extra one for that guy that ran in?
You see them kind of take a hand to their chin, and they look very thoughtful. They look very concerned as they look over to the tent. Look back at you.
It's all right. It's all right, Ricaria. Riley was very nice and bought us all an extra ticket, which we haven't quite gone to enough places to use yet. Kalik will pull out the unused ticket and hand that to the desaturated man. This is my friend Pierre's punch card.
You see him kind of like look very thoughtfully, looks like he's going to take it, and then he brings his hands back, and he just gives you a shrug. And he begins wringing his wrists. And this entire time, he hasn't said a single word.
Ricaria, we should probably
Go in or help Lavelle. I mean,
And they look back to Riley to see what Riley's doing towards Lavelle.
Riley's putting their gloves on and kind of going like this, trying to get around Lavelle.
Okay.
Lavelle is violently rolling, like holding at her neck, and
Can I
Call
touch?
laughing very loudly.
Can I touch? Yeah, let me help you calm down.
She cannot respond in any way.
Do you start like crying, like are tears streaming down your face now?
Yes.
Okay. Riley, go ahead, and actually Chester too. Go ahead and roll me Arcana. Chester, you get this at advantage. Very good. Wow. Awesome. 22 from Chester and a 12 from Riley. Chester, you work here. You absolutely know what this glass cabinet does. It has a magical effect where it casts Tasha's hideous laughter on people who stand within 10 feet of it. And you know that after a minute, Lavelle will be fine, or you can drag Lavelle away from the cabinet.
That's right, the cabinet. And so Chester will go on to explain about the cabinet issue with Riley, and let's one of us grab Lavelli, and just pull it away from the chest. It'll cast off the spell.
Grab Lavelli, pull her away.
Yeah, as you maintain some distance, you make some distance away from it, Lavelle, you feel this wash away from you, and you begin to gain some composure.
She just takes like a big gasp and tries to regain her breath.
What was so funny?
It wasn't.
There.
Yeah, it was more of an uncontrollable laughter. I don't think that she'd found anything funny. It unfortunately occurs.
She just shoots a look over her chest, basically saying, "You could have warned us about that."
Well, I don't remember everything that goes on around here, as you can tell. But yes, I'm sorry.
You see Kalik and Ricaria are by the entrance, and they're standing next to perhaps a mime?
Now that we got everyone under control, do we want to go up and help the two of them?
What was the rumor we heard about a mime and someone else?
Yes, you heard a rumor that Candlefoot, a mime, professed his love to Palasha the Mermaid and was rejected.
Oh.
Oh, watching this has to hurt even more then.
Lily's gonna slowly get up while catching her breath and look over at Ricaria and the other two.
We should go inside and see if we can't offer a stamp for that person. I don't know what's gonna happen to them. Sorry, go ahead.
She'll walk up to Candlefoot.
Okay, as you do, you see them begin to pull at their collar, they're gesturing very emphatically and really leaning into it to portray the emotion. They're kind of pulling on their collar, looking very nervous, wringing their hands, and they look up at you.
Lavelli will lock eyes with them and essentially just say, "We know what you went through, and we would like to prevent a misunderstanding from causing that halfling to go through it as well."
You see you see tears beginning to form in his eyes. He grasps at his heart. He nods, and as he does it, shakes his entire body, and he holds out a hand to you and holds out the ticket punch.
Lavelli will hold out her ticket.
Okay. Punch.
Riley as well.
Punch. Yep. And Candlefoot looks to you, Chester.
Yes, and he'll grab his ticket as well and get it punched.
Okay, make sure you mark one punch off of your tickets. And as you do, Candlefoot reaches for the flap and pulls it aside, and the camera kind of tilts up, and we get to see the outside of the Hall of Illusions. This large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. The helical
Jellicle.
bippity boppity boop stripes of this tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems to befuddle onlookers. And we see each one of you, one by one, enter into the Hall of Illusions. Inside, you see tall mirrors lining the interiors of this tent. The mirrors are capturing you. You see that they are a number of different shapes and sizes. They have a different frame, a different look to each one of them. You notice, very visibly, there's something different about your reflection. When you look to the reflective silver glass, you don't see yourself as you are now. You see yourself when you were younger.
That wouldn't happen to be precisely 8 years younger, would it?
No, you remember perhaps, oh, you didn't have this particular scar until, much later, and you don't have it quite yet in your reflection.
Do we see each other when we're younger as well?
Yeah, absolutely. As the group of you kind of stand there and look at your reflections standing next to each other, you see your younger selves looking out at you. Is there anything remarkable, anything that's striking in appearance for each one of you as a child? What do we see when we look at the younger version of Riley?
Yeah, when they look at a younger version, a prepubescent version of Riley, what they see is a stringy-haired ragamuffin boy with a rope and a board for a sign around their neck, and it has the letters of the word liar scrawled across it. And he looks downtrodden and neglected and sad.
And next to Riley, we see young Kalik.
In contrast to Kalik's sort of patchwork outfit that he's wearing now and the armor that doesn't all match itself, the younger Kalik looks incredibly put together. It's an immaculate sapphire suit that he's wearing. He looks the elven equivalent of being a late teenager. He looks incredibly bored, as though he just wants to go home.
And next to Kalik, we see young Ricaria.
You see young Ricaria, no pink dyed, like side shaven mohawk-esque hair. Instead, it's just this mess of brown going down like past their shoulder blades, mid-back. All in their hair is just sticks and twigs all over their face and their body, just smeared dirt. There's cut fabric. It just looks like they've been digging around in the mud, running through forests for hours, maybe even days at a time. And there's this big smile on her face and a large gap tooth where she's missing one of her front teeth. But around her neck, there is no Sir Lancelot. It is just her, but she is very happy.
And next to Ricaria is young Lavelli.
Lavelli looks just a little bit shorter, but very spindly and thin. There's a patchwork of feathers, some spots missing, and just a very noticeable black eye. But behind that wound is a determination as she aggressively and determinedly mops something.
Okay. And last, next to young Lavelli is young Chester.
So Chester, he sort of he's obviously not as, elaborate as he seems now. He has, I wouldn't say poor clothes, but not like the richest stuff either, sort of in the middle. He happens to have a lot of books on him. He's a very big book guy. He's got books on magic and things of that nature on him, probably wearing some kind of backpack. But you can obviously tell that he is very much not really a loner, but more or less you can just kind of you can get the vibe out of him that he's not the most popular person around, other than one person that kind of hangs out with him. So he's very much secluded, very much he has his books, he knows what he wants to do, even if everyone else around him just kind of looks at him weird or thinks of him weird for wanting to do all these like magic tricks. That's just what he wants to do.
Excellent. And the camera kind of zooms out a little bit and we see our older selves looking at our younger selves. How do you react?
I think Ricaria, transfixed in a smaller version of herself, crouches down to the height of where she was. It's not much different. She had a bit of a growth spurt as a child and didn't really grow past there. Just kind of stares at this happy little Ricaria, looking at the absolute mess on her face. Says,
Haven't really changed much, just grew teeth.
and just kind of smiles.
Kayla gets a little flash of sadness, maybe, on his face, looking at the younger Kalik, before turning to the others. Come on, we are still here to save someone.
Oh, look at this. This is silly. What is this nonsense?
What's what?
And Ricaria will look over towards Riley. He's like, leaning back.
Yeah, this is just silly.
Riley, as you're kind of trying to usher everyone along, please tell me when to stop. Verdi, nice
stop.
guy.
Whoa, Verdi, nice guy.
Oh.
Thanks, Verdi Bird.
Thanks.
See about that.
This was
We'll see about that
This
name.
was not a nice car.
Ooh. Oh no!
Is that two
if it's
sessions
ruined-
in a row that Verdi nice guy has not been a nice guy?
If this is ruined, I'm gonna be so sad for Riley.
No comment.
Give me my dress back.
All right. So as the group of you begin to make your way into the Hall of Illusions here, as you're moving deeper and deeper in, you actually see the image of your younger reflection, your younger self. It changes. And they're slowly getting older. And it eventually gets to a point where it begins to progress beyond where you are now in age. And you see yourself getting older and older. You find that the path begins to wind, and that perhaps you might have to split up to try to find whoever this person was. Anyone that wants to begin to look around, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please. Okay. Wow, nice. Nice.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that was a nat 1 from
Oh.
Chester and a nat 20 from Kalik. 17 from Riley. That nat 20 is into a 22. 18 from Lavelli. Nat 1 into a 3 for Chester, and a 17 from Ricaria. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this to Kalik. Tell me what you're doing and how you managed to find this person that you're looking for in a house of mirrors.
Say that Kalik, his parents taught him a little bit about tracking people. Usually it was for tracking a mark of some kind, but this is not so different. So he's actually looking. He's looking along the ground for any like disturbances on the floor. He's looking because these are mirrors. Maybe he can find some fingerprints that are at like halfling height that indicate, where he's touched the glass. And he follows along these markings.
Okay, yes, excellent. So you begin to look for signs of disturbance, and what you actually find are little drops of paint. And you presume it to be, it was the face paint that must have been smearing off because they were crying. And you begin to make your way deeper and deeper into the Hall of Illusions. And eventually you find who you're looking for. You see the young halfling man gazing worriedly into one of the mirrors. He's looking at a younger reflection of himself, but his younger reflection is not alone. Standing next to the younger version of him is a little girl in a pig mask. You see that the little girl is whispering into his reflection's ear. You can't quite see his own expression, but in the reflection, you see his eyes widen.
Hello? Are you all right?
As you say that, the little girl in the reflection wearing this pig mask seems startled, and all of a sudden she disappears.
Oh, right, pig mask. Never mind. That question's irrelevant.
The halfling looks at you. Who goes there? Who are you?
I'm Kayla Gilvari. These are my compatriots. We saw you head in here, and you didn't pay your ticket price. They do get mad about that around here, as we understand it.
Oh, yes. Right. Oh, dear. And you can see him reach into his pocket, and he seems to be fidgeting with something. And he looks over to the glass. And I think that's about when everyone else manages to come up as a group. You find Kalik.
Everyone else?
No! Everyone but Chester, who rolled a nat one.
Oh, no. Did
One of the people with the bad sense of direction?
Oh, no. And we didn't notice.
Okay, hold on. We're going to stop. We're going to rewind a little bit. Chester, please tell me how you get so lost. What happens?
I feel like with Chester, it's one of these things where like he doesn't really know as much about the circus as he'd like to know, and I don't know how often he spent in the Hall of Illusions, but it probably wasn't very long, if at all, ever, other than maybe just being the other person is. Just, you hand me your ticket, I'll take your ticket, you go do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's starting to freak him out a bit that he is. Not only is he seeing his younger self, but then he's starting to see his high school self, kind of like around the time that everything starts getting fuzzy for him about what's going on. And then he starts seeing his older self, and he's like looking at his skin and making sure like, no, I'm not old. And he's just very distracted about this. And he's hearing people go, okay, let's go. And as everybody goes to the left, he goes to the right.
Awesome. So Chester, you suddenly find yourself at a dead end, and it's a ring of mirrors all around you. You're beginning to kind of spin around, and you actually lose track of the way you had come. It almost seems as if you're completely surrounded by these mirrors, and we see an older version of you. What does Chester look like in the future?
I suppose in this particular instance, he would probably, if everything worked out well, he'd probably look about the same clothes-wise. His clothes probably look about the same, maybe a little bit more weathered. The feather probably being a little bit more weathered. He probably would look, depending on how much older we're talking, I guess, either have like patches of white or just full white. And we'll just say for fun that he wrinkles a lot if we're showing him that old. If not, you can just tell the age has gotten to him.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so everyone else except Chester kind of converges here with Kalik talking to this halfling.
Where's Chester? Chester?
Thought he was with you.
Oh, darn. He's got lost again.
Look, he works here, doesn't he? Surely out of anyone, he knows his way out of this place.
He should know the secret passageways. You would think. Somehow, though, he didn't know much about any of the places we visited.
How old roughly does this halfling look? I know the makeup obviously is going to make that hard to tell, but
you can tell that he's an adult. He's a young adult, perhaps like 20. The reflection is much younger.
Young man, what is your name?
My name is Reuben.
Reuben. It's probably best that we get out of here. Who knows what the illusions may try, given your lack of payment.
He looks from you and back to his reflection, and he looks very thoughtful, kind of turns his head a little. The girl. She asked me if I had any regrets.
Don't live life with regrets.
She said if I did, she knew someone that could help me. All I had to do was follow.
That doesn't sound like a great idea.
He looks... Go ahead.
Lavelli crouches down slightly just to be eye level.
You see his eyes are rimmed with red, and he pulls out whatever he was fidgeting with from his pocket, and you can see that he's holding the ring.
Before you decide on what you want to do, can I let you in on a secret?
Yes?
You never let her give you an answer. There's a little box out there that when you get close, makes you laugh horribly.
Oh. The box outside?
She nods. I got
So-
cursed by it myself.
You saw the statue of Tasha, didn't you?
Yes. No? I saw the box. And then my love laughed at me.
A spell bearing her name has that effect. Magic. Mere magic has duped you.
You see him draw in a deep breath, and all of a sudden he starts running, and at the top of his lungs, he screams, "What's your name?"
Whose name? The other halfling?
Oh God. Okay.
His other half. Like,
Reuben and his girlfriend Aju.
No.
Rubette.
So Reuben starts running, right? And you hear his voice kind of trailing off as he runs. He's like, Ween! Ween! I'm
Ween.
coming, Ween!
I'm very worried about this poor man. Kalik is going to turn to the others. Someone find Chester and take off running after him, hoping to catch him before he gets out of sight, since Kalik is quite fast.
Okay, yeah, so Kalik, noom.
I think I've got this.
Okay.
And I say, Chester. And then you see my lips move as I stand with my finger out, and it looks like I'm whispering, and I make a circle, pointing my finger. I make a full arc in a full circle as I whisper the message to Chester. The message I whisper to Chester, if he's within 120 feet,
Yes.
is, Chester, turn around, put your right hand on a mirror, and walk forward. Do not take your hand off the mirror. Keep going.
So Chester, you hear Riley's voice telling you to put your right hand on a mirror. Don't lift your hand up and just keep walking.
As this is going on, does the mirror of my older self mouth at the same time this is going on?
No, your reflection is moving exactly with you, so you don't see it talking or anything like that.
Okay. You kind of like think about it. This sounds like Riley, but this is a house of illusions. Oh, me sneaking into this whole place and wanting to be part of this got me into the trouble in the first place. And he finds a mirror right next to him and puts his right hand up on it.
Okay. As you're making your way through the hall, Kalik, you find that Reuben has exited out the front. And you see that he is embracing Ween into his arms, and they are both making out very heavily.
this is weird.
I'm not
Ween's
making
a
up.
great
Okay,
kisser.
hold on. Her name is... Where'd it go? Her name is Ween,
Really?
Yeah, I didn't make this up. Where'd it go?
Wow.
We believe you, Stella. We
No,
don't think
hold
you
on.
just named someone Ween. I'd say
Ween.
Ween.
Still, I have enough
Ween.
faith. I have enough faith in your DMing. You would have come up with a better name than that.
No,
Great name. What
this
are you
is a
talking
great
about?
name. Okay, his name is Ruben Sugarwood, and her name is Ween Sundapple.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
For more names great like this, go and buy the Witchlight.
As-
So, okay, like you see them like one of them lifts up a leg around them, like like sucking face.
okay. Once it becomes clear that this is not like a quick thing and that they are clearly like gonna be at it for a little bit, Kaylee is like, Ruben.
You see him like just wipe his mouth, and he's
Big
holding hands.
streak of paint.
Yeah, just the paint's all gone. It's all on his sleeve. And he's holding Ween's hand and looks at you. Thank you.
Kaylee points to the ticket taker.
Oh, yes. Slowly he walks up and he presents his ticket, and you see Candlefoot look really worried and just very awkwardly punches the ticket.
The two of you should probably go to the gondola swans. A little privacy, perhaps. But don't forget your ticket.
Thank you. Truly. I have no idea what might have happened if I went into the mirror. But
Tasha was not known for the kindest of spells. It's probably best you don't find out.
right. Thank you. And they look to each other deep into their eyes, and they begin to slowly walk away. Chester. Roll me a dex save.
Yay.
What'd you roll? 9.
9.
Fantastic. You trip. As you trip, you realize, you
Fantastic.
tripped on something.
Ah!
You look at the ground. You tripped on a hat of some kind. This hat... It's a very strange looking hat. It seems to be a little patchwork. It looks kind of like a top hat, but it seems to be somewhat gray in color. You see where perhaps someone could insert a feather, there is a large eyeball kind of bead-like thing. It's not an actual literal eyeball, but it's like a bead that looks like an eyeball.
I've heard of someone getting the pants scared off of them, but never a hat. And he'll sort of take the hat, I guess, or
Okay.
have the hat.
Excellent. You have drawn the sun card.
Ooh.
You can add a hat of vermin to your inventory.
Yay!
This hat has 3 charges. While holding the hat, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and speak a command word that summons your choice of a bat, a frog, or a rat.
Flog.
The creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. You can't control
appears
it.
in-
Wait,
hat?
hold on.
You just said
when I
frog, so a
summon-
frog popped out.
Yeah, so he's gonna. So when I summon the animal will pop out, but it'll just run away from me.
Yeah, you can't control it. It's just a normal animal.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, you
but it
gotta
all
have a
comes
frog.
out of the hat like a magic trick. I
Frog
love
hat.
it.
Yeah, you can add this to your
Frog.
show.
If you could at some point put that in chat, and I can just put it.
Yeah.
In inventory.
It does disappear after an hour or when it drops to 0 hit points, and all charges are replaced at dawn.
Oh, so this isn't something that's
So
like
every
with the
day.
wizard puppets where it's
Yeah,
two
no,
things
this
and
is
it's gone.
this is a full magic item. Yep.
Nice.
Temporary familiar.
Very temporary, only an hour. Okay.
3 hours of frog
So I
attack.
think like Chester's kind of looking at this hat and literally walks into the three of you, Lavelli, Ricaria, and Riley.
Ah,
Oh, he drops the hat. Oh, I'm
Hey.
sorry.
oh, it's okay.
I must have got lost around here. But look at this hat. I found this
Oh.
fantastic hat. It
What
can
is-
it can summon animals.
That's cool.
I don't know who lost it, but my gain, I guess.
Exactly. It's yours now.
It is.
Or we can bring it to the lost and found.
I might want to explore the powers of this at some point.
Sure.
All right, let's get out of here before someone else gets lost. You all hold hands.
Okay.
And Ricaria will stand their hands.
You want me? You want me and Ricaria to hold hands, if that's okay? That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Gonna hold hands.
God, so lewd. We're gonna have to change the rating of the stream.
Handling
Yeah.
Spice.
Right. Wow, please never do that ever again. No.
All right. So hand holding is now banned from the, from the
Banned!
channel.
Riley, do you hold hands?
I do with gloves.
Okay.
With gloves.
Do you like react a certain way while you have the gloves on?
No, pretty casual.
Okay.
Sometimes my gloves have gloves, but yes.
Okay. Excellent. So, the group of you step out of the Hall of Illusions and you join Kalik.
I like to think that by the time they join back up with Kalik, he is like quizzing Martyr and Arlu on like, so what did we learn from like observing all the help that I did here?
What did you learn from me?
You see, as the group of you exit out, you see that Martyr and Arlu are currently trying to argue with each other, and they're contesting the grade they want to give Kalik. Martyr's like, absolutely, of course, it's an A+. A+. And Arlu's like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, very, very nonchalant and unimpressed here. And the party's back together.
Holding hands mostly.
Hey, we found Chester. Well, Chester found us, kind of.
Oh, good, Chester.
Yeah, I got lost. I'm sorry. I haven't been into that place in a while, and I don't know, it was kind of interesting to possibly see what I might look like in the future. At least I'm assuming that's what that was.
No, no secondary figures in the mirrors speaking to you, are there?
Unless I moved my own mouth, I didn't see anything.
Oh, is that a thing? You see others?
I think I've heard reports of people seeing others, but I think for the most part it's been just yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, as
Seems-
Chester says this, Kalik, you remember seeing the little girl. She was not physically there in the tent, but she was a reflection.
This whole thing seems just entirely silly. What's the purpose, really?
I don't know, but maybe like if we see other people, maybe I can see my like mom.
Cool.
I mean, she wasn't around that much, but maybe.
Oh, wow.
Subtle sadness.
I suspect that seeing someone other than yourself in the mirrors is probably not a good sign.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Noted.
Lavelli walks over to Riley, and she's gonna try to put a hand on your shoulder.
Yes.
What we saw in there, just remember, the past is between you and history.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what does that matter? I mean, onward and ahead.
She nods slowly. Just remember, It's only up to you if you ever wish to tell us. No one else.
I appreciate that.
And then she'll take her hand off and go bother the mime.
The mime begins to rummage around inside of an invisible pocket, kind of gesturing a large sack of some kind. They're reaching in, they pull something out, and they mime that it's somewhat spherical in shape. And they hold it out to you.
To Labelli?
Yes.
She holds out a hand.
Okay. Nothing happens as they pass it over to you, and they gesture excitedly.
She mimics like tossing it back and forth between her hands before tossing it towards him.
You see him clap a little and soundlessly, and as you pass it, he takes it, gives you a wink, and gestures over to your companions. And conveniently, some other circus fairgoers happen to be looking at a map and say, "Oh, there's so many different things to check out here." They walk out of view.
Out of 10 salty.
10.
Oh my god! Wow, I've never been so like nuanced before.
Damn. I think we should just leave. I think
The DM wants to hold your hand.
Another pair of like fairgoers are like, "Oh, I think we've got about an hour before the Big Top extravaganza." Oh,
Lily,
that's the perfect amount of time to fit one more event. Where do you want to go?
Hey, did you hear that there's like an hour until the big top event from those conveniently placed people?
I was gonna do
Hikari.
one last thing before they all split off.
Okay.
Akari, didn't you want to try out the feasting orchard earlier?
I did, but mostly because I wanted to watch Riley play Dragon Chess. But if we want to do like an actual event, I mean, can I see the map?
Here you are.
Oh, thank you. And they'll like unfurl it, just like just shuffling these pages, and look at it right in front of their face and say,
Yeah,
You
so you do see all around you, nearby, there's snail racing. A little off to the south is the mystery mine. You already checked out the Pixie Kingdom, the Bubble Pop Teapot, and mostly it seems like the other attractions are on the other side of the carnival.
and they like go out and like try to pat whoever's next to them and be like,
oh my gosh, you know what we should do? Because there's the mime, right? We should try to meddle in their relationship and try to fix it with the mermaid.
To the lake, then.
Yes, I think the Silver Song Lake, because they sing, right?
I
Mermaids
love
sing.
that.
Okay. We can make this mime happy again. Maybe he'll be like filled with color because he's very, very desaturated.
We did see that there was a miscommunication in the Ruben and Ween's interaction. Perhaps there was another communication error.
Maybe. We can go see.
Any
And they-
objections from the group?
Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so the group begins to make their way all the way onto the other side. Okay, excellent. Mist gathers at the banks of a shimmering lake. Near its center, a mermaid is lounging in a giant bowl, singing a glorious, haunting song that captivates spectators on this lakeshore. In response, you can see that the lake water is coalescing into magical sculptures that whirl around her as she performs. You can see that there's no one here to punch a ticket. It seems that this is a free event. And there's a lot of oohs and ahs that people are beholding Palasha, the mermaid.
Ooh.
It's a non-sentient object, so it's not like it actually cares, but Kalik pulls out Finley's bubble and just like, so Finley can watch.
Aww.
Excellent.
Oh, Palasha, she is so pretty.
I know, they're really hot.
Can I get Arcana check from anyone that's paying attention? 19 from Riley, 22 from Kalik,
22 is my number tonight.
from Chester, 21, that's a nat 20 from Lavelli, and 11 from Ricaria. I think Ricaria is the only one who doesn't understand what's going on completely. You see that there are these effects happening to the water. You can see that everyone else is able to determine that she has an ability to emulate the effects of a control water spell through her singing. And you actually see that there are tiny fish in these swirls of water as well. Upon closer inspection, they're not that cute. They actually look kind of like piranhas.
A little like piranhas or a lot like piranhas?
Cute piranhas.
They're piranhas.
Make a knowledge nature check.
How cute are they?
Do they look like they want a snack on Kalik? He is the most vibrantly colored.
No, they seem to be bubbling out in conjunction with this song that's going on, this haunting melody. As this is going on, you hear mean-spirited jeering coming from the crowd. You hear someone go, "That sucks!" And they quickly move between the crowd as people go, "Oh!"
Try to get eyes on.
Who's saying mean things?
Somebody.
Let's beat
That
him
was-
up.
Wait.
Troublemaker.
Perhaps this is the troublemaker.
Aw, fuck yeah. Diabolito, thank you for the 5 nat 20s.
How dare you,
Yeah.
traitor.
To the
Wait.
DM.
What? What?
Thank you.
How dare?
Okay. Yeah. Anyone that wants to try to find out who this heckler is, go ahead and roll me a perception check here.
I think even though there is a heckler, Ricaria is so taken with just the beauty of this mermaid that they can't resist the urge to just take out their... They try to take out their quill and pen and like ink and stuff to write in their books, but they realize they don't have their ink back. They just have their books. And they're like,
Did anybody have a pen or ink or both? Anything? I need to draw this lady.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
thank you. And they'll take it and just...
Loose piece of paper.
It's okay. I have a book. I have a book for this.
And they'll flip over to like the M section and just not even start looking around. They'll just start drawing.
Excellent. Okay, so I rolled a 4, so literally everyone sees this. Chester rolled a 5, Lavelli a 5, 16 from Riley, and an 18 from Kalik. Everyone sees. You just happen to look at the exact right time to perceive someone in the crowd casting a spell. And I'm going to go ahead and say that, Riley, you instantly recognize this to be an illusion of disguised self. As they're moving through the crowd, you see them shifting into another form. They currently take the guise of a half-orc woman, and they go, "You should get a day job. You suck."
I tell my friends, it's that one. They changed into a female half-orc. That one.
Is it clear who Riley is pointing to?
Yeah, because you can, as you are all perceiving, and
Start moving.
mhm.
Kalik is gonna pull out his wand of prestidigitation, and so that we can keep eyes on this individual, despite their ability to change appearances, he's going to conjure a beacon of light centered on this person, like a pyramid in Las Vegas. Just there is no way to get away from a spotlight, basically.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, you see them kind of like startled and they begin to run. And at the same time, you can see, Vicarius especially, you see Palasha falter in her song and you see her hold her hands over her heart. All of a sudden, she very dramatically leaps out of her bowl and into the river. And she's gone.
Oh no! I need to help them.
I need to help the hot lady.
Hot lady.
She's very hot.
Oh no!
Heck yeah.
I'm entranced by this hot lady.
Hey, we're trying to get her connected to the
Yeah, just
Mime.
stop trying to steal the mime's lover.
Oh no! Well, sorry, mime.
Mime
This
blocking.
one's mime.
Fine.
Ricaria. I don't think they don't have. They don't have a swim speed. But Ricaria's gonna shift back into a wolf and try to dive into the water.
Doggy paddle.
Wait, oh no.
Oh my god, I love that. All right. Okay, so you begin to like leap after, and we see Ricaria just morph and bolt.
So we all see this, right?
Yeah, so like we'll say that it kind of like slows down into like one of those like timed quick time events in the Telltale games, and you see Ricaria just
Look
kind of
left.
look left, Ricaria, puppy form, about to go doggy paddling, and you see Kalik running after the transforming heckler. Where do you go? What do you do?
Lavelli looks at the other two and she'll call out, Riley, go after Kalik. Chester, you're with me.
Okay, I'll take it.
And
Fine,
then she's
fine.
gonna hurry after Ricaria.
Did Kalik put some kind of spell effect or mark on this target that's traveling with the target?
Yes.
There's a big spotlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet.
Basically, their best option is to go into a tent because I imagine this is like projecting upwards.
Yeah, it's made of pure moonlight because it's the middle of the night right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay. So, we're splitting up Riley and Lavelli?
Chester and Lavelli.
Chester and Lavelli. Okay.
Mhm.
You're going after Ricaria.
Yes.
Okay. So, as the two of you kind of sprint forward, Ricaria is way faster than either of you as a puppy. I should stop saying puppy. As a wolf.
I don't know about way faster.
You have a flight speed of what, 50? I think I have a run
My
speed
flight
of
speed
50.
is 60.
Oh, you're faster than me,
Fuck.
aren't you?
Okay.
Oh
All right.
my
Yeah.
God, you're gonna leave Chester behind.
Grab chest.
But she is 100% just gonna grab Chester and try to fly after. So she would be slowed down.
40 feet.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you see Palasha is beginning to retreat towards the river. So they're making their way down away. Can I get an athletics check from Ricaria as you're swimming? Lavelli and Chester, can I get athletics at disadvantage as you're holding hands? And one of you is way faster than the other one. Wow, nice. That's a nat 1 from Chester. That's a 4 from Ricaria.
I'm so good at running.
Double
Oh,
18,
Nice.
baby.
Nice. Okay. So, Ricaria, you find that you are basically paddling against the current. And it is not ideal. You find that this is not what this form's meant for. You are struggling.
Oh, are there fish around me?
Yes, you do
Are there
see
piranhas around?
you do see those that swarm of quippers. Is there a way I can share this without giving you all the info? No. Okay, they're piranhas. You can just imagine piranhas. They're kind of like slowly trailing after, but the current is going against them, so they're kind of slow.
Oh, darn. Ricaria is going to attempt to communicate, of course, in bark form, but they still have that ability to communicate with animals, whether through gesture or whatever. So they are going to try to communicate to these fish and say, you need to catch up with the pretty mermaid and tell them that person's just really bad and a bad guy and is lying completely, and that they're really pretty and very beautiful and very good at singing. Hurry, go fish, go!
And that I'm available.
So much.
Can you roll me persuasion?
I would love animal handling.
Sure, animal handling.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Something I'm good
Don't
at.
roll something terrible. Okay, 23. Good.
Nat 1, you just attack Piper on him.
Yeah, yeah, literally. You see their eyes kind of sharpen as they look at you, but they keep going. And they don't really go any faster. They seem to be trying their best. All right, Chester, you rolled a 1. How do you make this very difficult for Lavelli?
I guess Chester was not as prepared for this, so maybe I don't. What is the amount of weight that the Lavelli could actually carry?
Oh God, I was hoping you were not going to ask me
Don't
that.
ask
Oh no! What is the calculation?
Math.
Well, no.
Lavelli, what's your strength?
12. Look, all I'm gonna say is if he trips, she's letting go.
No. All I was gonna say is maybe that my character was a little bit too heavy for you to carry, and so like you got me by like 1 foot, my head's under the water, and I'm going blah 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 blah, and it's like because you're trying to drag me, that's what's slowing you down.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to go
perfect.
with.
I love it. Okay.
Okay, that's all I was trying to do.
All right. All right. Lavelli, you are lagging behind significantly because Chester is literally not swimming at this point. What do you want to do?
Can I just like toss him onto the bank?
Yeah, roll me an athletics check. Wow. Not 20.
Oh my God!
Describe to me as you hulk out and do this. What the fuck?
All right, so Chester starts flailing and like somehow ends up head first underwater. So she just reaches down, grabs him by the scruff of his collar, and just one arm tosses him onto the bank.
Okay. Yeah. Unburdened.
Keep an eye on us from the shore.
Unburdened. Do you want just to keep chasing after Palasha?
How does Ricaria look like she's handling swimming?
You tell me.
They're not they're not sinking or anything, but they're just like puppy paddling, and their face is above the water, and their tongue is on there, and you hear them go bark, 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 like barking at the fish as they're trying to communicate, as they're like paddling with all their doggy effort.
So Ellie's gonna try to like pick up Ricaria out of the water.
That's fine.
With that nat 20, I'll just give that to you.
Yeah. And she's also lighter. She's a wolf instead of a man.
Wolfman.
Oh no, that's way heavier. Right, and we'll combine our powers. We'll use her scent in my flight to find Fish Lady.
So the two of you are able to witness that Palasha leaps up from the river and actually takes refuge in the Hall of Illusions.
God damn it. We just came from here.
So the two of you are going to be over in that area. Did you bring Chester?
I threw him onto the bank.
Okay,
and
Chester
told
is
him to
alone.
follow.
Okay, so we're going to cut over to Kalik and Riley. Kalik and Riley, you are in pursuit after this glowing individual. Roll me acrobatics or athletics as you're making chase here. Wow.
22. It's my number of the night.
That's amazing.
Sweet.
22 and a 12 from Riley. Absolutely. Okay. So you begin to make chase, and this person begins to shove onlookers aside, and they begin to make their way away from the lake, and they're heading over towards the feasting orchard here. With that 22, you absolutely managed to catch up. You manage to peer through the gaze here, and the disguise self spell begins to melt away. And you see, instead,
Oh, they're kind of cute.
they're super cute.
Beat him up.
Look at
You
'em.
see a Kenku.
What are they doing right now?
They're running. You see the
How
little fake wings. They're just kind of flapping about as they're just beginning to lose steam. Kalik, you do manage to catch up to them. What would you like to do?
I think we probably still have questions for this fella. So Kaylee's probably gonna, despite not having the stats to make this a good thing to do, tackle the Kenku to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me athletics.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
22.
And then ask her how much a Kenku weighs in kilograms.
Shut up. Okay. I don't know why that whispered. She rolled a 9. All right. Yeah, you managed to absolutely wrestle her to the ground. And Kettlestream begins to squawk out at you.
Squawk as in attempting to speak, or squawk as just like
You got me.
angry noises. Okay.
Angry noises.
Like a grunt of pain because you just tackled them.
Yeah, and Riley, you come up and and the two of them are rolling around on the ground.
Okay, stop now. You're not going anywhere. As I kind of like stand over them, the pile of people, and just like ready to grab and move. Just stop moving.
Yeah, Kettlestream is outnumbered 4-1 here.
Yeah, you see, as Kettlestream's beady eye kind of fixates on Riley, all of a sudden she just exhales and lays flat on the ground, surrendering. And she says, in a voice that seems like it would belong to a human man, all right. You've defeated me. I've got nowhere else to go.
I'm gonna casually sling my pack off my shoulder and open it up, and I'm grabbing rope. Hold them steady. I'm gonna give them a little, if not a rope.
Hey, listen, you don't need to do that.
I'm afraid that there's some people that want to talk to you.
Yes.
If you'd like, Riley, you can reach into my pack. I have a set of manacles I think will fit him nicely.
Perfect.
Hey, hold on. No. Don't do that.
I do that.
Hey,
Don't do it.
please. It's important.
You'll have your chance.
Listen
You can
to
still
me.
talk with manacles on.
Fair enough. They calm down. She says, look, I'm just trying to get an audience with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They are absolutely ignoring me and everything that I have to say.
By raising a stink? By making people upset?
They'll have to pay attention to me.
I could teach you a thing or two about ingratiating yourself without pissing people off.
Can you?
You are not there. Your opinion is not heard.
Listen, please help me. I am a person in need of assistance.
What is it that you need? What's bugging you?
Look. I am a warlock. Many, many years ago, I made a Fey pact with Ziblina. Zibilna.
Zablina.
Zablina. God.
They're just trying to get you on these names today.
I know.
I mean, first they throw a ween at you.
Lina.
She is the Archfey who rules the Feywild domain of Prismere. She's my patron, and I'm convinced there's something wrong. I can no longer access my magic with her. A very disconcerting thought. Please, I just want to ask questions. I want answers.
Can Kalik make some kind of check? Since his father was a warlock, he might know something about, and a warlock with an archfey, in fact, might know something about why this would happen.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a history check. 19. Okay. You know that when it comes to Fae, it's all about contracts. It's all about exchange and keeping pacts. And you know that each individual one is going to be different. There is no standard. But you do know that the Archfey... Yeah, I'm going to say that you do recognize this name here. There are multiple domains of the Feywild, so you don't know what Prismere is, but you do know that makes sense. That seems to track here. And as a warlock, you absolutely know that the font of power that warlocks possess comes from an individual. So just the pieces seem to line up. We don't know what the pieces mean quite yet.
I believe you.
Did you somehow break your agreement with her?
No, in fact, and this is still the human man voice. Can I get intelligence saves from both of you?
Save. Dang.
Just with you in 22.
22!
22!
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give this to both of you. So you both know that Kinkus can only speak through mimicry. So there's something else going on here. Kettlestream is able to talk to you in full sentences. She says, "Precisely, I cannot go to Prismere. It is one of the terms of my Fey Pact, which is why I want to speak to them. It is only them that can help me here."
I can relate to that. I want to talk to them too, but it seems like nobody wants people to talk to them. It's all hush hush. It's like, I get it.
Yes. And Kettlestream's voice suddenly changes, and you hear a light voice, agitated, belonging to someone else. "Someone is going to find out about this. They'll shut us down." And then there's a firm, calm reply. Another person's voice. "We agreed to this pact. Our hands were forced, but our eyes were open. We let the Hourglass Coven take what it wants, and in return, we stay in business. That is what you want, right?" And then returning back to that human male voice. "So they clearly know something."
Oh, those are things that you heard them say.
"Yes."
That makes sense. Kalik, what do you think?
Well, beyond knowing full well that it's folly to have any dealings with the Archfey if you can help it, I am not unsympathetic to this individual's plight. But I don't believe that being a menace is going to win you any favors from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
You see her feathers bristling at that, and she says, I'm desperate. I'll do what I have to.
I approach Kalik a little more closely, put my back to the Kenku for the moment. Kalik, I think they can help us. I think they might be a friend. I know it might seem kind of weird to trust them, but it makes sense to me. I mean, do you think we can trust them?
Trust may be a bit of a strong term, but if we cannot trust them, at the very least, we can trade them.
Trade some knowledge, yeah, I think. I mean, there's secrets here that I think I need to know.
You and the others have lost something here at the carnival years ago. If we must, he's a bargaining chip.
Well, I think we could maybe take the manacles off her, don't you think?
I would disagree with that. Hands, gestures, as you well know, are integral to spellcasting in many ways. It's probably safer not to allow them that freedom. It doesn't restrict their movement or safety, just keeps them from casting anything too problematic.
Yeah, but I mean, do we have her walk around with those things on? And what would people think? I mean, I don't know. And how would you feel?
If I were manacled?
Yeah.
I have enough practice picking locks to not be too worried about it myself. But
Well, just think if
I
you-
catch your drift.
Yeah. I mean, really, have they hurt anybody yet?
I perhaps know a way that we might secure good behavior and be able to proceed unimpeded without the manacles, if you will back me.
I think probably so. What is it that you have in mind?
My father was also a warlock with a deal to an archfey.
What
He
was his
never-
name? Just kidding.
He'd just shoot you the dirtiest look.
How dare you say that to me?
But he once told me that someone did something very clever to ensure his cooperation. Make them swear upon their pact with the Archfey. He said he was never sure whether or not it would actually prevent misdeed, but he was never willing to risk it. Might be enough to ensure compliance and good behavior, at least until we can sort matters out.
I think that's smart. That's brilliant, in fact. Okay.
So Kalik will turn back to Kettlestream and offer him this deal. We shall remove the manacles and aid you in an audience with the messers of this carnival if you swear upon your oath to name has escaped me. Sibilna. If you swear upon your oath with Sibilna that you will not cause further chaos here within the carnival.
I have a better idea, if you would like to listen. How about we do something that can help you and help me at the same time? I heard you say you lost something? Well, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light each have an item of great value. If we were able to steal them, we can blackmail them into giving us what we want. They can tell us where that you can find what you lost, and they can give me information about my patron.
I would not be so bold as to blackmail powerful Fae.
That's extremely dangerous, I think.
They're just people.
No Fae is just people.
I think you can be honest, though, if you want to. And I think you can prove it. The deal is as offered. Swear on your pact.
Swear on my pact to do what?
To cause no further disruptions to this carnival this night.
And
And-
instead, partner with us to plan what's next.
Okay. I swear on
Zablina.
Ziblina. I swear on Ziblina. Good. Let's find a way to get what we want. I'll play your game.
I looked at
Oh.
Kay like, yeah,
Very well.
take
And-
those manacles off.
Okay. As you do, we'll go ahead and switch over to Little Mermaid.
I can show you the world.
All right. So we find that Lavelli is going to be the first one to really react to any of this. As you see Palasha making her way over towards the Hall of Illusions. What would you like to do?
Lavelli's gonna like make her way over there, but as she does so, absentmindedly talk at Ricaria, saying things along the lines of, well, if that's her first place to go when she's sad, it's a good sign for what we hope to accomplish. I'm glad you agree.
Just starts panting.
And then she'll take like a quick glance back in the direction of where she had thrown Chester.
Chester,
Oh,
you were
thank
not swimming and then you were thrown onto the shoreline. What are you doing now?
Probably laying down on the shoreline.
Just like, I'm done.
Just sees lands real hard, and he's just like, ah. And I guess he can, I guess he'll dust himself off and kind of look up. Does he still see them in the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna try and follow.
Okay.
He's gonna not off. To be clarified, not off the deck into the water, but I'll go into the deck onto land and follow that way.
Okay, cool. So Chester will catch up, but Lavelli and
Eventually.
Ricaria, you manage to make your way to Palasha. Palasha does not move very quickly on land. You can see that she is sort of dragging herself along. And she is sobbing very dramatically. Her chest is heaving and she...
Lavelli's gonna touch down gently between Palasha in the water and set Rikaria down and just whisper, "You might not want to be a dog for this."
And Rikaria whoops in agreement, and shifts back very quickly into the form of Rikaria and kind of stumbles over her dress that was given to her by Riley for a moment. Says,
Oh, whoa, that was a ride. Thanks.
Maybe pick something that swims better next time.
I can't do that. I don't know anything that swims better. I grew up in a forest. I lived by a lake, but most of the time was in the forest.
Maybe we'll have to teach you to swim better sometime.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like a good idea. Anyway, should we probably deal with the mermaid.
You see Palasha beginning to like waddle around the corner of like towards the front of the Hall of Illusions. She sees Candlefoot, and then you see her kind of withdraw back, and she turns around and she's like waddling right into the both of you. Oh,
Hi, Palasha. Hi. Sorry. Hi. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That was really mean of that person.
please hold me. She'll kind of dramatically fall. Who's gonna catch her?
I'm gonna catch you.
Wait, does she look like she's actually falling, or is it like a stage fall?
It's a stage fall.
Then Lavelli's gonna stop Rikaria by grabbing her shoulder.
What?
This is not your love to take.
I'm not trying. Yeah, valid. Okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. That person has been really mean to a lot of people around here. I don't think it's just targeted at you.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
No, it's not. But our friends are dealing with it. They're dealing with that person right now.
Oh,
Making sure they stop.
how will I ever show my face again at this performance?
Well, you know what? It's a good thing. I mean, you're very talented. You're very good. You're absolutely amazing. I tried to draw a picture of you, but I got distracted.
Oh, can I see?
Okay, and they open their book and it's just like half a face with like 2 dots for like the eyes and like a smile. That's all that's
You see
there.
Palasha kind of like shift a little bit to like mimic part of the pose that you're already drawing, and they just kind of like stand there a little awkwardly. You may continue if you like.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
And Rikaria pulls back the book, and as they're drawing further, their terrible drawings, they continue and say,
Look, you can keep performing. I mean, there's not always the same people at these, right? Because you travel.
Oh,
And
I've had the worst day. How can I perform? My heart is broken twice-fold.
what do you mean?
Oh,
What happened?
if you were to peer around this corner, you would see the man that has my heart. The one person that I can truly be myself around.
And he broke your heart.
No. Oh, the two of us, are an impossibility in an impossible universe.
Why though? Who decided that?
Oh, it must be some sort of cosmic force. He lost his voice. He can never say that he loves me.
Well, there's a lot of different love languages. There's gift giving, there's, acts of service, there's cooking. There's a lot of different ways to communicate, I love you. It doesn't always have to be words.
Oh, but
Maybe-
it's a sign from the universe. I am a singer. All of my dearest and most sincerest feelings come from my heart in the form of song.
But does that not make you two perfect for each other? Could you not be his voice?
Oh,
Yeah. And he can be your legs.
man. DM still is like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh. Perhaps you'd give me hope after all. Perhaps you can perform an act of gallantry. Show me that there's good in this world and this universe is good after all.
Sounds like someone asking for help.
Please.
Lavelli will step up. I'm always here to help whoever needs it.
Can you please help Candlefoot find his voice?
How did he lose it?
Oh, I have no idea, not even the faintest clue.
She'll glance back at the tent. So then the only one who would know is Candlefoot himself.
Yes. But I cannot bear to look at him.
We can look at him. We can ask.
Please do so.
Okay, Lavelli.
She looks back over at Palasha. Then, if you can, wait here and we will see if we can discover a way to retrieve his voice. If we do, we will send him behind the tent to meet you.
Very good. And you see her like kind of waddle over to the water and she just hangs out in the water's edge. And we'll say this is about when Chester comes up.
Oh, wow. I made it to some place we were actually supposed to go. Neat.
Hey, Chester, we're moving on now.
Oh,
That's okay. We're gonna go find the Candlefoot's voice so we can reunite Pasha?
Palasha.
Palasha with
Palasha.
yeah, with Candlefoot.
Okay.
Turns out their love is true. She just needs some form of verbal expression.
I mean,
Then like Ricari kind of pulls the two away. It's like,
I don't really know. She seems really superficial. I'm kind of unattracted now.
now they close the book and put it back.
Yeah, well, I mean, we should help. Yeah, if we should help.
Alright, let's go talk to a mime.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
As
Okay.
the three of you step off to go talk to Candlefoot, I think this is a good time for us to take a quick break. We will be back in about 5 minutes. Please join us in doing a little stretch, topping up your beverages, and we'll be back soon. We're back. Have apples.
I had pudding.
Nice. Okay. God, where are we? All right. So
We're back at the Hall of Illusions.
Riley and Kalik, you are currently somewhere around like, say that you're around the big top here currently. As you are talking to Kettlestream, you remove the manacles, and in this human male voice, Kettlestream says, "Thank you. All right. Well, what is your plan then?"
We were given the recommendation that at the Big Top extravaganza might be our best chance to get an audience with the masses. We thought perhaps to join the crowds at that time and see if an opportunity presented itself.
Like stealing Mr. Witch's pocket watch.
I wouldn't recommend that. Not right away.
But it is an option, yes?
Perhaps if a simple meeting does not work to our favor.
All right.
Trust
I'll
me.
follow your lead.
Well, I too really want what you want. To know what's going on. To really see
Yes.
it and get back what we lost.
Yes. I would very much like to be back in contact with my patron. I feel like something terrible has happened.
Out of clarity for us,
Yes?
you chose to come here as an intermediary contact between yourself and Sabrina.
No.
Uh,
I have been here on the world of Greyhawk for some time on Earth here. I did suspect that perhaps they would have more information. It is clear that there are touches of the Feywild here in this very place.
Well, I think that starts to get at my question. You don't have any reason to believe then that Messrs. Witch and Light have a specific connection to Zabilna.
Oh, of course not. But they would know how to get there.
Very well.
Or perhaps be able to assist me. The condition of my Fey Pact is that I cannot go into Prismere.
Very well.
Yes. Well, you see Kettle's stream, look around. We've got about an hour to kill.
We're looking for our friends.
Oh.
And I realized we went right past where they were. I didn't notice them. Kalik, did you see them?
I did not.
Well, I shall join you in searching for them. How does that sound?
We'd appreciate the assistance. Just don't wander.
I will stay close by your side.
Kalik is officially counting this as a third follower.
So as the two of you are moving along, Kettlestream in tow, Riley, all of the sudden, as you're kind of moving past the big top here, you have a strange feeling. It's a bit of electricity that kind of courses up your arms and up to the small of your neck. It kind of raises the hairs on your skin. And as you feel this, for a brief moment, you have a vision. A pair of eyes. Purple and smoldering. Almost as if made of fire. You don't know exactly who it is, but you have a sense that someone is looking for you. You have drawn the Flames card. You have a powerful enemy out there somewhere.
Another giant frog.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, flocks.
This comes as no surprise for me. All right, okay. Yeah, so we're going to cut over back to the Hall of Illusions here. So, Ricaria, Lavelli, and Chester, you round the corner and come to the fore of the Hall of Illusions, and you see Candlefoot just sort of rocking on their heels, looking around. Look at you, and they stand straight up, and they wave.
Hi. Hello. We have a question for you, very important. Where did you lose your voice? So we can find it.
He lifts a finger, and he begins to gesticulate wildly, flapping of wings,
Okay.
and kind of makes a shape on his face, almost as if a beak.
Points at Chester.
Points
You
at
know.
Lavenny.
What's that, Lavelli?
Ellie looks offended at Chester. He obviously means the Kenku we're looking for.
You see him just
Oh.
pointing, excitedly jumping up and down.
Oh,
Oh, I was thinking it was the bird from when
Yeah,
we were fairies.
I was
You're
thinking
smart,
also Burb.
Lavelli.
Yeah, I was thinking Burb.
I'm glad we thought the same. And
Lavelli just
Ricaria-
actually like facepalm looks down.
Ricaria will hold up a hand to high five Chester.
You see,
Yeah.
you see Candlefoot kind of open his invisible bag, and he rummages around. He pulls up. And you see he kind of gestures, cleaning something with his shirt. Blows on it. And he puts it right on your face, Lavelli. Invisible sunglasses.
It's a good thing it's really hard to tell bird expressions, but she is not amused right now. She just shakes her head, looks at the other two. So hopefully Kalik caught our troublemaker. Let's find them now and see if we can wrap this all up.
Kalik 100% caught them. Have you seen how fast Kalik is?
As you say that, Kalik, Riley, and Kettlestream walk up.
Kalik, you're so fast!
The fastest there is.
And you have the Kinku.
This is Kettlestream, and they are willing to help us, and I think we'll help them.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
Apparently, Kettlestream also wishes to have an audience with the masters of this carnival. Of course, he doesn't have the wisdom of an owl to know that causing mischief isn't going to win him any favors.
Lavelli goes right up to Kettlestream.
As you do, you see Candlefoot kind of takes on this very distressed appearance, kind of wringing his hands together and just gesturing very pathetically over to Kettlestream. Kettlestream crosses her arms over her chest and she looks at you, Lavelli. Can I help you?
Lavelli's gonna grab the collar of Kettlestream's robe.
Mhm.
I believe you took something from my friend here.
Listen, unhand me, you foul cur. Listen to me. I have things that I need to do, and I need to find answers.
It'll be hard to do it with a black eye. And she raises up her other hand.
No violence, no violence. I adjust my gloves and I pat Kettlestream on the shoulder. It's okay, we'll sort through this.
In fairness, Riley, that wasn't actually part of our agreement with her.
It wasn't, but we're all fair and decent people here.
Yeah, of course. We're super fair and decent. Ricaria comes up to kind of beside Lavelli and says, I have an idea. Hey, it'd be really, really nice, like really quick if you can give our friend his voice back. And she'll place her hand on like her arm and cast friends.
Okay.
Nice.
What does friends do? For the
So
duration...
I get...
Go ahead and read it for us.
For the duration, you have advantage on charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you use magic influence to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways, depending on what's going on.
All right.
So I just get advantage on charisma,
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get an enemy later.
Fine.
Excellent. I love it. Okay. So what do you want to do with that? Wait. What does the spell look like?
So you see Ricaria kind of comes up beside Lavelli and pats the Kanku on the shoulder. Says, it'd be really nice if you could quickly just give our friend their voice back. And as they touch, all of you kind of see this. It looks like kind of almost this slightly malicious energy. This slightly, I would say, dastardly energy quickly flow from Ricaria, and at their touch, like flow into the Kanku. This very quick red stream that goes into them, and Ricaria to the Kanku looks a lot more friendly. Their their smile's a lot wider. Their cheeks are rounder. Their eyes are slightly bigger, just more appealing. To empathize with this person.
V just said in our group chat, Ricaria is a Sith. Wow.
The secret Sith.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me persuasion at advantage.
I'm not good at this. We'll see.
Well, now you're half as good. Double.
20!
Ooh, 20.
Yay!
Very nice.
Yay!
Kettlestream kind of slumps a little bit in the grip that Lavelli has and looks to you, Ricaria, and you see earnest concern on her face. And she says in a human man's voice, "Listen, I think there's something terribly wrong going on in the Feywild. And I am powerless. My patron has been cut from me. I trust you, all right?"
I trust you too, and we'll help. You just have to give our friend their voice back.
See Kellstream's head kind of roll over and look over at Candlefoot. "I'm sorry that I did this to you. I had no choice. I had to do what I could with what I had." And you see her reach into her robe and she pulls out a small necklace. It seems to be a seashell. She crushes it in her hand, and you see little wisps of light lift from it and just cut right over to Candlefoot. And the little wisps of light retreat into his mouth, and he, "My voice! You've given me back my voice."
Now run around the corner and tell that pretty mermaid you love her.
"Palasha, I'm coming!" And he runs.
Do they run? Like, are the halflings still making out over at the corner of the tent?
No,
Do they-
No, they're gone.
Let me go make out.
They're on the gondolas, obviously.
Just full tongue.
Wait, do the gondolas go by as they're making out?
No, you can't see them. Do you want to use your nat? Oh, you don't have any nat 20s. You don't see them.
We have we have
But these are
advantage.
not 20 to see through all the way across the circus to see them making out.
What do your bird eyes see?
All right. Do you follow them? Do you want to see what happens?
Lavelli
I'm
follows.
curious.
Okay.
She lets go of Kettlestream and pats him on the head before walking off.
Kettlestream, kind of cocks her head, and when she opens
stay-
her mouth,
I stay close to her.
okay, when she opens her mouth, it's she doesn't seem to possess Candlefoot's voice anymore. Instead, you hear a dwarven man's voice go, "Ow! You got me!"
Well-
It's going to be okay. We're going to do what's right. We're going to try.
She looks to Riley and she says in Riley's voice, "It's gonna be okay. We're gonna do what's right."
Rest in peace, mimic. Or not mimic voice.
So as we follow around the corner here, we see Palasha lift herself up from the water and she begins to sing a very lovely song. And you see, as she sings, the water begins to rise up into structures all around her. These very intricate fractals and wisps. You see color restoring into Candlefoot. You see a flush taking his cheeks. His clothes seem to be a little brighter. You see that there was luster in his hair. Now his eyes are this beautiful, beautiful shade. And as they crush together in an embrace, he says, "I love you, Palasha. You are my one true love." And Palasha says, "Your voice has been returned to you. Oh, my sweet." And they start making out.
Full tongue.
Wow. Full tongue. It's disgusting and very wet.
This is no longer Witchlight. This is now how many people can we get to hardcore make out in a
Yeah.
circus?
Mooch light.
Kalik,
Witchlight.
how do you feel about seeing people make out? Also tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Thanks, Birdie.
Very bad, guys.
Wow.
That means it'll be a good card, right?
Knowing Kalik, it's probably going to destroy a magic item he doesn't have.
No, I do have a magic item because I have a wand of prestidigitation that I love dearly.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Yeah, so how do you respond to this?
Kayla kind of like turns very stiffly back to the rest of the group. Chester, he's gonna be busy, I think, maybe for a while. What does that mean for the Hall of Illusions? Should you get someone else to take over his post?
Oh no.
Revenge cards going out.
V, you have 3 cards.
Wait, what?
Thank you so much, Matihi and GeekDice. Tell me when to stop.
This was planned.
Wait, but I had no cards.
Well, now you have
Now you got 3.
Stop.
All right.
All right, Maddie, Geek Dice, both of you have to say stop since you
Stop.
both got me these cards.
Okay.
Next 2. Right there.
All right. Okay.
You really got Stella with that one.
Okay. Jeez. All right.
I'm gonna die.
It's gonna be fine.
Gonna see you naked.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, spicy bird.
So, seeing all this, Lavelli looks to the others and says, "Well, I'm gonna go to snail racing."
Are you though? Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you though?
The perfect
Oh, no,
time
is it
to lose
time?
all of your clothing.
Yeah.
No,
Including
you
feathers.
still have your clothes. It's fine.
Oh no. What's going on?
Okay. So after they finish making out, Palasha says to the group, "I will go return to my performance. Thank you so much."
Mhm.
You're welcome. And could you put a good word in with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light for us? Thank you. Have fun.
The masters of the carnival, they only are seen if they wish to be seen. They keep to themselves, you see. However, there is something that I can do for you. I can offer a singing lesson to any of you, to all of you.
Sure.
That'd be
That's
amazing.
Definitely.
Yes. Wonderful. All right. Who wants to get a singing lesson? That was Ricaria, Riley,
Kayla,
Alec.
Lavelli, aren't you a songbird? You can be a songbird. But this 3
Lavelli
lessons.
gives you a really harsh, withering stare.
Oh,
Karia just wipes.
no pressure. Only those who are willing and want it.
Oh. Okay.
All right. This is the A note. She
Oh, re mi fa sol la ti do.
follow after me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so she begins to teach you how to sing.
Yay.
Roll me performance check, the 3 of you.
I'm gonna use the blessing that Emma gave me, so I can roll with advantage.
Okay, Matihi uses their blessing.
Kayla's first terrible
Ten.
roll of
Wow,
the
double
day.
tens. Okay.
Man, imagine if Chester had used the nat 20 on this.
No.
Oh, good.
All right. So we have a 5 from Kalik, double 10s from Ricaria, and a 14 from Riley. So, Kalik and Ricaria, this singing lesson doesn't actually really help you that much in increasing your singing ability. But Riley, for some reason, this does actually resound with you, and you feel a lot more confident about your singing.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So after another makeout session, you see
Heck yeah.
Palasha disappear into the river very, very, very swiftly, goes downstream and returns to the Silver Song Lake. And you hear from the distance a cheer rises with the entire carnival at her return. It seems that the mood of the carnival has increased significantly. It has gone up by 2, and you can't see that on the street, but it's really high up there. It's almost max.
Just imagine like a super creepy smile, and that's how happy they are right
Oh
now.
god, here, I'll just zoom. There you go.
Big zoom.
My mother did always tell me that bardic training was not for me.
I think if you try hard enough at something, the whole 10,000 hours? If you do 10,000 hours of singing, then you're good at it.
I think you just have to do you, And if your friends really, really care for you, they'll tell you you're a great singer.
I feel much more comfortable with the fighting and sneaking and whatnot. As you said, an expert in merely a decade or so. I've had 80 to learn how to fight. Singing, not so much.
Just another 80 more. Right?
Perhaps.
Perfect. Now, should we do that snail racing that Lavelli mentioned?
Is that where she went?
I think so.
Yeah, that's where they went.
Lavelli!
You walked off during the singing lesson.
All right.
I don't need to hear this.
So we head over to snail racing.
Yay!
Picture.
Oh wow!
Giant snail race is one of the carnival's most popular attractions.
Mm-hmm.
Too many windows.
Oops, all windows.
The grandstands next to this race course are filled with cheering fairgoers, ringing bells, swinging rattles, and waving flags. On the starting line, 8 giant snails are having their shells scrubbed by pixies. Above the circular course, a wooden gantry hangs from the branches of a central tree where 2 goblins officiate the proceedings. The group of you approach, and Lavelli, you have been here first.
Mhm.
What do they see of you when they finally catch up to you?
That depends. Have any races happened yet?
Yeah, you see the snails have just finished their last race. They are very, very fast. This seems to be a very highly competitive sport, and there's a very lively crowd.
As the group walks up, they hear Lavelli swearing like a sailor.
Goodness. That's a mouth.
Well, they shouldn't have lost it in the final stretch.
Are you betting?
Not yet. You have to go once without betting. You have to see how they're prepared.
Then why are you mad?
For the competition.
Oh, okay.
She looks away. She doesn't want to make eye contact.
Oh, how dare you lose? Go faster! Is that what I do?
You see a very, very squat goblin kind of sidle up to you. They have their fingies hooked into the straps of their fake wings, and they say, "Hey, welcome. If you like to go fast, you can actually jockey one of these. All I need is to see your ticket. It's a punch, and you can ride one of the giant snails."
Yes. Here, take it.
Lavelli grabs Ricaria's hand real quick for a moment.
Yeah.
And then looks over at Kettlestream. You didn't interfere with this, did you?
Didn't interfere with this. Copy your voice.
She lets go of Ricaria's hand.
All right, the snail.
She also holds out a ticket.
Okay. I have to sneeze. Okay,
Hey, you also blink a lot when you're trying not to sneeze. I do the same thing.
It was right here. Just right
Oh no.
It's gone now. Okay, so punch. How many holes do you have left on your
This will be Lavelli's 4th.
Okay.
I have 2 left on my first ticket.
Okay, very good. So you both get a punch, and then she says, "All right, well, like, pick a color, I guess. Pink, blue, purple, green, yellow, orange, red, black."
Red means fast.
Oh, I was gonna pick red.
Purple.
All right. You gesturing over to Riccara, you're gonna be on high road, and you gesturing to Lavelli, you're gonna be on breakneck.
That's
All right, and the goblin kind of swivels over to Kalik and Chester and Riley. Are you gonna be jockeying too?
I turn over to Kettlestream. Well, are you interested?
Kettlestream responds in a voice that probably belonged to. Why did you have to take her voice away?
a true love and hot makeout sessions.
True, very valid. In a very high pitched voice. No.
Well, Kalik, I think I'll sit this one out then. And I wink at Kalik.
I mean, I can sit this one out if you want to go ahead and ride one of the snails. I can keep watch.
Riding is not a fun activity by my measure.
Count me in. Here's my ticket.
All right, punch. All right, pick a color.
Green.
Green. Okay, you're gonna be on quick leaf.
Sweet.
Where are you going to go,
Buddy,
Chester?
Well, are you gonna stay and keep watch with the with them then?
I will.
All right, yeah, sure, why not? And then punch.
Okay, punch. All right, what color would you like?
I always liked purple and green. Let's go black.
Those are taken. Ooh, black. You're on Queen's Majesty.
Oh, I like that name. Maybe that was a good pick.
All right, everyone, gather round.
Pardon me.
Yes.
My friend Valley mentioned earlier betting. Is there bets here?
Sure. Why not? What are
Sure.
you betting?
A gold on each of my friends.
Okay. Yeah. We can do
Wait.
that.
Doesn't that mean you're guaranteed to lose money?
Depends on the
shut
odds
up.
they're giving. with this many snails racing, the odds should give you a good reward.
You don't
if
have to
pick the right one.
explain the rules of betting. You know, just kind of go with the flow, man. All right. Well, I'm gonna explain to you the rules of like racing. Okay. So you see that there are other attendants that fill the other snails that are not chosen by you. So you begin to sidle up, and you see these very, very large snails, easily the size of a very large horse. Okay. All right. Well, the race will start with the fireworks. Okay. You need to go 480 feet on this course. The race is going to be divided into 6-second rounds. Once the race begins, the snails will move along the track at remarkable speed, each one covering 80 feet per round by itself. You can try to improve your snail's performance by patting its shell or speaking words of encouragement.
Aw.
Ricaria's got an advantage.
I can literally speak to it.
Okay. It says to punish you if you cheat, but it doesn't say what's counting as cheating.
Yeah, but they haven't told us
That's
things not to do
cheating.
yet.
Yeah. Well, just stay on the track, all right? And, you know, don't mess with people. Just ride your snail. It's that easy. Okay.
What do you mean by don't mess with people?
Like, don't set them on fire. That's kind of frowned upon a little bit.
Couldn't do that if I wanted to.
Well, there you go. You're all set then.
She immediately goes over to one of the other snail riders that isn't one of their friends and starts trying to intimidate him. You better not pass us.
This tiefling is so hot. She has like cropped black hair, right? And she has like dark eyeliner. She's wearing all black, right? And it's all like strappy and like leather and stuff. Totally a rogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
This tiefling looks at you with this deadpan stare and says, "Do not fuck with me. I will end you."
I'm going to destroy you in this race.
She looks down to her snail and she pats it and she's like, "It's okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. All right. Flower Flash, we've got this." She will pat her snail into... All right, cool. Okay. So, 6-second rounds. Oh, there's math involved.
We've outplayed Stella. Good work, everyone.
Why'd you have to choose this one?
It's one of the most popular attractions, Stella.
Okay,
Yeah,
animal handling
does.
checks per round. Okay,
I gotta cast friends on the snail.
hold on. We need music for this.
Yeah, but the snail won't like you after that.
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, it's true. I like.
It's a
Oh.
circus, but it's also snails. Yeah, da 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 da.
All right. So we see all of the snails lining up here. It's very, very... Oh, God. I've got to do announcer voices for the goblins. Well, folks, it's a fine day here at the Giant Snail Racing in the Witchlight Carnival. I will be your host. I don't have a name.
Wow.
Wackus.
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 and Bunkus. the
My
two
name
nails.
is Bunkus. Welcome to the arena. Hold on to your hats, because it's going to be a fast one. We've got, on the Queen's Majesty, Chester. Yay, the crowd goes wild. Woo. On Quickleaf, we've got Riley. Woo, woo, woo. On the High Road, we have Ricaria. And last but not least, on Breakneck, we have Lavelli. Start your snails, because it's about to get real feisty in here. Ready, set, and then you see pew, pew, pew. All these fireworks begin to go off. All right, round one. It says I have to keep track of this. Ricaria. Riley, Lavelli. Go ahead and roll me animal handling checks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Fuck.
Can snails drift?
Absolutely.
The one
Okay.
time I could
Wow.
really use an advantage die.
Two dirty
God damn
20s.
it.
Animal handling.
Ah.
Oh my god. Chester.
If
Lavelli's
I had
drifting.
an advantage die, it'd be a 21.
You have a natural 20.
I'm not using it on a snail race.
Okay,
Is it-
I give myself guidance as I do this.
okay.
That
Okay,
sounds like
so
cheating.
Chester, the Queen's Majesty begins to go backwards very slowly. You rolled on nat 1, so let's see. Your distance is now on a failed check. Okay, no, you're just going slow,
Okay.
but it'll be funnier if I say you go backwards. You are now at negative 20 feet.
I think we're going the wrong way.
All
Yeah.
right, let's see. 20 from Ricaria, 22 from Lavelli, and a 13 from Riley. The DC is 12, so each one of you succeeds. So we have Riley at 10 feet, Ricaria and Lavelli both at 20 feet. Okay, so that's the first round. In the first 6 seconds, we've got Lavelli and Ricaria up in the front, followed very closely by Riley. And what is happening over there? We don't know. Do they even know where the course is? All right. Okay. Next round. Animal handling checks, please.
Guidance.
Whoa! Wow, Chester
Oh,
rolled double
fudge.
nat 20s.
Hell yeah, let's
If
Oh,
go.
only
God.
that did something.
How dare.
Okay, so that is a 10 from Lavelli and a 10 from Ricaria, which fails. So you move 10 feet slower this round.
We're in sync.
Come on, High Road.
Riley and Chester nail this. So you go another 20 feet. So Riley's at 30, Chester's at 10.
Wait. So everyone but Chester is at 30 right now.
No, you failed.
So
you-
we're at 30. They're at Riley, and Riley's at 40.
Oh, I did this wrong.
It's okay. Riley's at 40.
Oh,
Chester's
The
at
default,
0.
the default's 80, and then I have to add modifiers. What the fuck, man? Okay, so you both succeeded. So you're actually at 100.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are at 100. Riley's at 90. Was at 90. Chester was at
That was negative.
60. No.
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 Oh.
I understand now. Okay. Riley nailed this one. So you add 80. 170. Yeah.
And if I pass Lavelli, my snail's butt bumps, shell bumps Lavelli's shell.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand. Let's see if people notice that you cheated.
Oh, whoops.
15. All right. I'll keep that in mind. All right. So you do have a moment here where you can try to encourage your snails if you want.
We had a bit of a rough start, but I think we got it now.
Quickly,
You're
you're
doing
the
good.
best.
If you win, I'll give you some berries. They're magical berries.
You're better than all these other snails. You've got to show them who's the fastest.
All right. Go ahead and do me another round here. Okay. So this is at advantage, right?
Oh,
Oh, there's that advantage.
Oh, advantage? Oh,
Hold
okay.
on.
nice.
Did I
Okay,
just
I'm-
make that up? Hold on. Oh. God, I suck at this. One sec.
All good.
All right, let's do
Don't worry.
another complete circuit of this.
You look good
afterwards.
sucking at it, so. don't worry.
Thanks. Okay. So Chester, wow, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
like
no,
as you're kind of
Chester.
like speeding along here, all of a sudden your saddle begins to kind of unfurl a little bit, and you're kind of
Oh.
trying to correct yourself and you're trying to fix it as you're going. So your speed is reduced by 40 this round.
Okay.
Let's see.
Huh. I thought this was more secure. Huh. So we're here.
14 22. Okay, so 22. Oh god, I hate this math. So you're at 100 now. Chester. Ricaria succeeded, so that's 80, 90. So you're at 190 now. Riley succeeded, so that's 80, 90. You're at 260 now. Lavelli, you 18. 18. Okay, you passed, so that is going to be 90. You're at 190 now. Okay, so we have Riley still way ahead of everyone, up by 70 feet. Ricaria and Lavelli are neck and neck, and we have Chester in the back at 100. All right. Nothing happens. Okay. You want to do
Right.
another round of encouragement? What do you want to say to your
So,
snails?
because I've been slighted, Lavelli's gonna throw a dart at Riley.
All right, make a ranged attack.
I'm so far away, though. I'm out of range. See? 60 feet, 2060.
Oh!
Wow. It's true.
Ow.
What was that? Oh, that was nothing.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
Oh, look,
Chester
I
doesn't see
found
an
the
arrow.
paragraph. You just happen, as you are going at breakneck speed, you see signs that are posted in the stands along the racetrack. And it says jockeys or spectators cannot influence the game by using magic or harming other jockeys or snails. Any jockey who openly does so is disqualified.
Mhm.
Oh.
Lavelli.
Hold on, real quick.
Roll me a sleight of hand. Okay.
Nice.
All right. It's unsure what happens from this, but go ahead and roll me another round here.
You're the best snail in the world. There ain't no
Wait a
other
minute,
snails
doesn't
like
someone
you.
have to roll sleight of hand for using guidance?
Oh,
Are you using what?
guidance.
Guidance,
But I mean,
that's
that was
magic.
kind of before I mentioned.
Oh, that is a verbal somatic spell. Quickleaf, you are the best. Uh-oh.
All right, I roll a 1, so.
Okay.
18,
Okay.
baby.
Okay. All right. 1 die 8. Rolled a 3. Nothing happens. Okay. So we have Riley failing. So you only get 40. So you're at 300 now. Ricaria failed. Only get 40. You're at 230 now. Lavelli passed, so you get 90. You're at
Math.
what's 190 plus 90?
190 plus 90.
280.
Yeah.
280.
So we got a big math boy here.
Now I'm within
I'm
dart
sitting
range.
here in the stands, Stella. I can help.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
It's not
Throw
my
numbers at Matthew. Throw
Okay.
numbers at Matthew.
So we have in the lead Riley only by 20 feet. Lavelli, you are 20 feet behind Riley. Ricaria is 50 feet behind Lavelli. Chester, you were gaining a little bit. You are at 190 now.
Heck yeah, we got this.
Okay. Suddenly, someone stands up in the stands and they rip their shirt off and they go, "You've got this! I love you! You're amazing! Woo!" Lavelli, you feel bolstered by this. You get to go an extra 20 feet. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it now. Okay, so
we're
you are
neck and neck.
neck and neck with Riley now.
Ooh, hard eye contact.
Can't beat me. You don't dare beat me.
You'll regret that, Riley.
All right, next round. Animal handling. Wow.
I'm catching up.
Chester, poor Chester. Chester failed. You only go 40, so you're now at 230.
Chester.
Lavelli, you failed, so you only go
Oh.
40. You're at 340.
We were doing so well, Snail buddy.
Riley, what's the DC? 12? It is 12, so you succeed. You get the 80 here. Wow. Okay, Ricaria passes by a lot. Okay, so you get 90 here. So you're at 320. Okay, so now we see... Did I fuck that up? Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Riley's at 380, Lavelli's at 340, Ricaria's at 320, and Chester's at 230. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Okay.
Hmm.
So,
Chester.
Ricaria, you're starting to catch up.
Good job, high road. Good job, high road.
Now let's take the low road. And like glances over up and towards Lavelli.
All right, nothing happens. Okay, another round. So, as this is going on, Kalik, what are you doing?
So I'm partially trying to keep my eye on Kettle stream. I don't really think she's gonna try anything We are offering to help her, so it's not really in our interest to muck things up at this point. But thinking back to when we all kind of split up and some people went after the mermaid whose name escapes me.
Alasha.
Thank you.
Wait, you closed the handouts she opens? You don't have like 7 handouts that Stella's opened throughout the night?
And in fact, I don't. Although they are like still available under player handouts, so I should have just pulled it out. Anyways, when we all split different directions, Kalik was reminded that Ricaria doesn't have anything to draw with right now because of her decreased equipment. So he's actually gone through his backpack while the race is going on, and he has fetched out his forgery kit because it comes with all kinds of different color inks and quills and supplies meant to, fake a document, but perfectly suitable for illustrations as well. So this forgery kit he can provide her at the end of the race so that she has something to actually do her drawings with.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use my nat 20 here. So as you're busy doing this, actually, I'll give you a chance to actually do something about it. So can I get you to roll me perception?
Yes.
15. Okay. So that's against a 25. So as you're kind of busy doing this, you kind of like look over, Kettle Stream's there. You get kind of like really bogged into the detail of this one thing that you're working on. And the next time you look, Kettle Stream is gone. You have drawn the rogue card. It seems perhaps that Kettle Stream is going to try to take things into her own hands.
Wonder how you got that card.
God damn it. Everything's your fault, V.
Excuse you, there's 3 cards, maybe 5 cards, that are not my fault.
But they were from you doing what you're...
And
Right,
then, noom, all of the snails are going by. Yeah, go ahead, Kayla.
As soon as Caleb spots this, notices this, he's gonna start like looking for any tracks or signs of where this warlock has slipped off to.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Okay. Nope.
That's a nat 1 into a 3. Okay, you look around. There are too many people here. There's absolutely no way you can find any kind of sign of which way that she has gone. But the camera refocuses on the race here. Let me get another round.
Lavelli is gonna pet the snail shell.
All right, you pet it.
Go.
You get advantage. Wow. Wow.
Oh.
You are the prettiest snail.
Wow. Okay. So a 14 from Chester. You get the 90, so you're now at 320. Lavelli, you get the 90. You are at 430. Riley, you pass, you get the 90. You're at 470.
So close.
Ricaria, you pass, you get the 80. So you're at 400. All right, so what we see is Riley. Oh god, you're only 10 feet from the end here. Lavelli, you are at 430, so you are 40 feet behind Ricaria. You are 30 feet behind Lavelli, and Chester, you're at 320. All right. Random event here.
Or at least snail explodes.
Poor
Wow.
snail.
Not the snail.
Okay, Ricaria. You see this really, really buff minotaur just kind of like flexes, points over at your snail, and the snail blushes. You get a bolster of 20 feet.
Oh, thank
So
you.
you're now at 420. Okay.
Finally,
Listen.
someone got it.
I want to attempt. I think. Oh no, I only have the dress. I'll take like a flower off of my horns, and as like a favor, toss it towards the Minotaur.
The Minotaur catches it with their teeth and does another flex.
Oh,
All right,
That's
everyone's got to roll a 20 this time.
Funny.
All right, last round.
Oof.
Gotta fail, Riley. Gosh darn it.
Yes.
Dang.
Okay, so Chester doesn't pass. You get 40. Ricard and everyone else passes. Just standard. Okay, so you're at 500. Riley's at 550.
560.
You don't get a bonus.
Okay.
The threshold's not high enough. Lavelli, you also get 80. That's 10. Okay. Riley, at breakneck speed, you managed to cross over the finish line way before anybody else. Lavelli and Ricaria are almost neck and neck, and Chester, you are at the very, very end.
Where did the tiefling place?
Ooh. I rolled a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Good job, V.
Here. Okay. We're gonna say that she placed in between Chester and Ricaria. There's a wild roar from the stands as all of the snails skid to a stop. Skirt. And one of the goblins goes, "It's unbelievable! Riley is in first place! Everyone, please congratulate Riley! Riding today on
Quickleaf.
Quickleaf! Yay! Woo! Yay! So-
Yay for La Valley too. Yay. Yay.
The same goblin from earlier comes up to you as you are all dismounting and says, "Congratulations! Here's your reward for being first place." And
I can actually win something?
yeah, of course. What do you think? We don't give out prizes or something? This is a carnival. Here you go. And you receive a potion.
Dude.
The inside of this vial is a sparkling golden mist that moves and pours around like water inside. And the goblin goes up to Chester.
Oh no.
Listen, we reward people for like following the rules, and as a consolation prize, you get this really it's really cute. I like it. It's a little wand here, and she holds up a wand, and it's kind of crooked. It has like a gnarled kind of texture to it, and it has been painted purple.
Ooh.
You
Wow,
love
I like purple.
All right, well, just so you know, you can only use it once, so make it count, I guess.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone! Have a good rest of your night. I think they're probably going to be revving up the big top here in a little bit.
Oh, that should be starting sometime soon. Yes.
So go ahead and add to your inventory, Chester. You get a magic wand that has 1 cast of dancing lights. And after you cast it, the wand turns into a tulip.
Oh.
Oh.
Aww.
And for you, Riley, you can add to your inventory a potion of advantage.
Nice.
When you drink this potion, you gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice you make within the next hour. And the snails are taken away from you as they are prepared. No, they're going to have some ethical snail practices here. They're going to take those snails off to the side so they can rest.
Yeah.
And they rotate in another round of snails. You see that the majority of people here are beginning to filter towards the central part of the carnival. They're heading towards the big top. You can hear music streaming out from that distance.
Labelli angrily drinks the rest of her Calliope wine.
So it stops playing music finally.
Oh, the music's gone. Hey,
Lavelli, as the music stops,
Uh-oh.
you
Oh.
hear something break. Do you have any magic items?
Nope.
Okay. You realize it's the bottle. The bottle breaks.
Oh no.
But it's empty. You drew the Talons card. Instantly destroy one magic item. Do you have a
Unless
potion of
you-
healing?
No, the only
The
thing she
potion of
would have
advantage.
the only thing she would have had would be the magical wizard that's on Ricaria's horn.
But is it
Oh.
on your person right now?
No.
Okay.
She gave everything to
Yeah,
Ricaria.
then nothing happens. Little bottle kind of crumbles into dust. Other than that,
We'll have to get you another card later.
Mm-hmm. 2 more.
Yeah.
There's still 2 more cards. There's all so that's Talons. There's still a ruin, and then the one where I get lost.
Oh no.
we should
I think Ricaria like kind of gathers up the other 3 down here with snails and says,
that was really awesome, Riley. You're super fast.
Oh, it wasn't me. It was a snail. Quickleaf is kind of quick. Really nice.
True. It's a good snail. We should
Yeah.
find Kalik and
Yeah, where did Kalik go?
I think they're up in the stands.
Oh, okay.
so Kalik, you were unable to follow a trace or trail of Kettle Stream in this crowd here. Do you stay to the end of the race? Do you go?
Kaylee probably would head off to the big top once he realized, like, I don't have any way of tracking where Kettlestream went.
Okay.
Because he does know that they told Kettlestream that was that they had been informed that was a good opportunity to possibly get some FaceTime.
Mhm.
So since that's who she's looking for, that's like the best guess he has.
Okay. So as the group of you are looking for Kalik, you don't see him here in the stands. You can see that people are moving towards the big top, and Kalik's not among the people who are kind of waiting around.
Where'd Kalik go?
Yeah, I thought he was staying. Did he say anything about leaving?
No?
Thought he would like pay attention to Kettlestream. I mean,
Well, Kalik's not the only one gone.
Yeah, they're both gone.
Do you think that they got into like a scuffle?
oh, Kalik's pretty tough.
That's true. It's a good adventurer.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe they went off ahead to the big top.
True.
Maybe. To save us seats. Oh, they're so nice.
I could see that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I guess Arlu and Martyr are gone too as knights. Hmm.
Oh, true.
He'll be fine.
Well, maybe he's going to get us some seats, so maybe he went up ahead, knew what was coming, and
Yeah.
so we can get a close chairs.
I mean, it's not much time now before the event actually starts. So.
Well,
I
let's go.
suppose. Yeah.
Alright, off we go.
So as the group of you begin to head off, Ricaria, someone says, "Hey, wait a second."
Huh?
And the Minotaur
Oh,
just kind of like flexes a little, standing next to you. How tall is Ricaria?
Ricaria is, I think, 5'4".
Okay.
I said.
So he kind of like looms over you a little bit. He's like, Hey there!
Hi. Hi.
That was some mighty fine racing that you did over there.
Thanks. That was good encouragement from you. That was really nice. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. What's your name?
It's Ricaria. You can call me Rick either way.
And they like kind of tuck like a hairpiece. It's really awkward. They like go underneath their horn, like trying to tuck a hair.
Well, listen. It's nice to meet you, Ricaria. My name is Fine.
Yes,
The
it
name's
is. Yes, it
accurate.
is.
Thanks. And winks. And like as he winks, like there casts like prestidigitation. So there's like a little bling.
Ding.
Yeah. And he says, well, I hope I can see you around here. Like, if you need any help or if you want to like meet up or something, just let me know. We're heading over to the big top, me and my friends.
Oh, same. Me and my friends are also heading over to the big top. Maybe we could walk together.
Oh yeah, I would like that.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite color?
I really like pink,
As you can see, and points to like their very kind of wavy hair on the front.
I like pink.
As like it begins to like evolve into small talk as you're walking along, you have drawn the night card.
A hot night. He's fine. Yes.
His name is Fine. Yes.
You got yourself a fine night right there.
You got a hot buff Minotaur knight.
Yep. Hell yeah. I'm so excited.
Sorry, Kalik, I think you've lost the competition.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Ricaria won the game.
Okay. So as the group of you are making your way over towards the big top, Lavelli, you realize as you're kind of walking along the crowd, you look around, you've lost the others. You have drawn the void card. Somehow, can't quite explain it, you actually find yourself over by lost property.
Oh, hey.
As you're walking past, as you're walking past,
Damn, I really got
Durla?
lost.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's Durla.
Yeah, as you're walking past, Durlagron looks up at you, currently not minding any children. Oops.
Lavelli waves over at Durla. I seem to have lost myself for a moment.
You hear this sort of slightly disembodied, kind of gravelly tone coming from them. They go, it is quite often that those that are lost find their way to me.
She nods a bit slowly and glances around, trying to look for the obvious giant tent that regards the big top.
Yeah, you actually have a line of sight to it. And as you're looking over to it, Durla says to you, it seems that it is now time for the big top extravaganza.
Are you not going to be there?
No, it is my duty to mind the lost property. You never know who might stumble here upon my post.
She chuckles a bit. You never know.
Are you all right?
She pauses. She'll look back at Durla. I think we found the troublemaker going around.
No?
It was, in fact, Kenku, named Kettle Street.
I see. If I see Burley, I will be sure to pass along the information.
And then she'll cross her arms a bit, debating on whether or not to fully trust Durla, and having no sense of distrust, will go through and say, it seems they've lost connection to their Fey, their Archfey, as a warlock. They're trying to cause chaos in order to reach out to the proprietors of the circus. They think that they'll be able to get them in touch.
That is very interesting.
And with that, she'll nod and take a half step back.
Well, I hope you enjoy the show. If you find anything, be sure to leave it with me. You never know what might mean to someone.
Of course. And she will start heading back towards the big top.
All right. Before you go,
Yes. She turns back around.
Durla kind of opens up their paw, and you see that mirrored ball that they had before. They say, I have a feeling that perhaps this might be of use to you.
She definitely pauses that, looks at the ball, knowing what it is and what it means, before asking, are you sure? I couldn't ask this of you.
Would you try looking for Star?
At any chance I have.
Then it should be with you. You just see a massive cat paw just raise up and offer this mirrored ball to you.
And small bird hand, talons, will reach out and solemnly take it.
Thank you.
And she'll incline her head slowly with a thank you and you're welcome.
Have fun. Relax. This is, after all, a carnival.
You'll see Star again, whether through my work or their own.
You see Durla slowly lowering down to the ground, the ears flattening a little. I do hope so. And you walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And
Perfectly with the theme of that conversation.
all right. So the group of you are making your way up towards Big Top. Kalik, you're gonna be there first. You reach the entrance of Big Top. What do you want to do here? Do you want to head inside?
Yes, I'm gonna head inside.
Okay. Let me read this to you. Timed events. You approach Big Top. Show players.
Oh my.
Okay. So what you see is
It's Chester's act.
Purple Dragon. The roof of this tent reaches toward the night sky in 3 swooping peaks topped with spinning gold stars. Painted wooden panels on the tent walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sound of music and laughter drifts out through the canvas door. You can see that there are a throng of people making their way in now. It seems that they are finalizing the last touches of the carnival here. I mean, the event here. And currently, in the center of this flattened stage that is surrounded by these tiered benches that you can sit on, there's currently a goblin juggler who is tossing a number of items up into the air. They currently have 4 in rotation. They seem to be kind of small little trinkets. And as you enter, Kalik, the goblin juggler looks to you and says, "Come on, I dare ya. Go ahead and throw something in there. I've got it."
Are you sure? I probably best be moving along. I
Come
do
on.
have...
Oh, come on. It's a carnival. Just anything. Go ahead. I dare ya.
He will grab. I don't remember which of the things we did at the very beginning of entering the carnival I got this from, but I have a petrified robin's egg.
You do.
And I'm gonna toss that to him.
Yeah, so the juggler incorporates it flawlessly. There are now 5 items in rotation. And the crowd nearest you, they clap and they woo, and they're like, yeah. They seem very excited that you took part in this.
So, do I see like another entrance to the big top? Kind of where I would expect the acts to come in through.
So you do see that there is an exit that perhaps is being used as a dressing room. There's a smaller tent adjoined to the big top.
That is where Kalik is gonna head.
Okay, so you begin to make your way there. And I'll say that at the same time is when Riley, Ricaria, and Chester enter into the tent. And you see the same thing, a goblin juggler. Come on, I dare ya! I dare ya! I'm so good at this.
I don't have a lot on me right now.
Kalik, be sure to remove that from your inventory.
It's gone
I
forever. You're never
will
getting it
indeed.
back.
I mean, like, do I get my stuff back?
Oh, come on. Don't ask questions.
Oh,
Just
come
have some
on.
fun. Just have some fun.
So what items are they juggling currently?
You see a petrified robin's egg. You see a shoe. You see a spatula and a rubber ball and a dagger.
Nice. Great job.
This is my job.
Oh, I
It's
think
a
I need
living.
I think I need to get my ticket punched and I kind of step away.
Okay. You see that there's no one punching tickets right now, but you do step away.
Precisely.
Okay. The goblin juggler looks to you, Chester. Come on, Chester. Come on.
I normally have something to give you, but I don't have anything that I want to give up at the moment.
Just huck one of your shoes up. You'll probably get it back.
Would
Okay, so you being a witchlight hand, you know that shit goes missing all the time. The probably is a very, very low probability that you're gonna get it back.
I just and then he'll take off his shoe and he'll be like, all right, fine, but the last time I'm giving you one of my shoes, and he tosses it.
Yeah, and it gets incorporated. There are now 6 items in rotation. And the
And
goblin
2 shoes.
Yeah, 2 different shoes. And the goblin just kind of starts laughing. And they're kind of walking away.
And then if I could, could I use my disguise kit to just make another shoe?
That is something you can definitely do, but it's going to take some time.
Okay.
Like
well, it'll be
probably a
something to
couple
think-
hours kind of project.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be for later then.
Okay. So y'all are looking around. You see that there is off to the other side a backstage area where some of the performers are like moving in and out of. But other than that, there's basically like bleachers all around you. And people
And
are
lots
starting
of
to get
people.
seated. Yeah, lots of people.
So I'm looking. It's like, do you guys see Kalik anywhere?
Hmm.
I haven't yet.
Hey,
Search.
hey, fine. Can I like get up on your shoulders to look for a friend?
Oh yeah, of course. Come on. And they kind of like
Perfect.
lower down, clamber
Hop
up. Oh
onto
my
your
god, like their
shoulder.
muscles are like rock
Ooh.
hard and yeah.
You're surprised.
Because they're a minotaur, there's also soft from the fur.
Oh yeah, it's like a yeah. All right. Yep. Love it.
So nice.
So you get a boost. Go ahead and roll perception at advantage.
Ooh. I will not find you, probably.
Sorry, double negative ones.
Let's do it. It's not dexterity. Thanks.
You're just doing a flip up there.
Oh yeah, just completely fall off.
Wow.
An 8.
An 8.
Yes.
No.
Oh, you have perception 4
Oh,
and you rolled a 6 and an
no.
8.
Not at all distracted.
I just, your muscles are so.
Yeah, they just
How
start
did
like
you
they
guess?
just start doing reps with you on their arm.
Woo, woo, woo.
People around are like clapping. They think it's
You're
part of
the
a
show now.
performance. Yeah.
Yay.
All right, Lavelli, you enter in. You clearly see Ricaria just being pumped up and down in the air. What do you want to do?
Ah, I'm glad to see they were worried. She'll take a quick glance around. Is there anything else of note outside of the exercise exhibition?
Let's see. You see the goblin juggler is kind of walking towards the back here, and you see someone kind of walk out. They're a halfling, and they're wearing these like really vibrant colored clothes, and they're carrying a hat box, like a box where you put a hat in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just set it down in the middle of the ground. There's like a clearing, nothing else nearby. And they step into the box and they begin to like contort themselves and they just disappear into this very, very tiny box.
Lavelli goes and walks up to the box.
Okay, kind of like loom over the box and a whole halfling is in this box looking up. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so you're just in a box?
Yeah.
Were they supposed to see you do that, or do you just wait for people to come see you in the box?
Honestly, it just kind of depends on the day. Sometimes they come up.
Like, shouldn't you have someone, like, carrying around your box?
Do you want to carry my box around?
Sure.
Go ahead, pick it up.
She picks up the box.
Okay, it's very light. You are now holding a hat box with a whole halfling in it.
This is mine now. Wait, I have an idea. Lavelli starts walking around and she goes to check out that goblin.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god.
Yes.
As you are coming up to the goblin looks at you and it's like, hey, what's up? Come on, I dare ya. Throw something in here.
Well, I don't really have much.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep walking then. Bye.
But I have this box.
Oh, what's in the box?
She tilts it forward so you can see the halfling. Have you thought about combining your axe?
Both of their eyes just go wide at the same time. You hear a tiny voice coming from inside the box. Do it. And the goblin's like, yes!
And then she'll toss the box towards the goblin.
Okay. The goblin flawlessly incorporates this box into this. And, through the crowd, Lavelli, you happen to notice someone is looking at you. People are starting to get seated, and you see the lights are getting dimmed. Seems that the show is going to start here in a moment. But in the distance, you perceive you've drawn someone's attention.
Uh-oh.
They kind of smile at you. And before you can actually really register who they are, they disappear into the crowd. You have drawn the throne card.
Ooh.
What that means, we'll find out later.
Ooh.
That won't be important.
No.
No. Okay, so Kalik, as you're kind of moving up towards the back here, you find that there are 2 witchlight hands guarding the entrance.
Burley wouldn't happen to be one of them, would he?
No. As you're looking around for Burley, you see Burley is starting to step into the main thoroughfare, setting up in the big open area.
Gotcha. I think I got better odds with Burley since like we've met.
So far, the person who's had the best relationship is Ricaria, who flirts with everyone.
Of course. That's
Fair.
what you gotta
Fair.
do.
Look, it builds friendships.
Yeah, I'll just try with the 2 guards.
Okay.
Excuse me, lads.
So as you're approaching, you can hear what they're talking about. They're bickering between each other, and they keep passing a bottle back and forth. It seems that they are very distracted, and they don't actually look at you as you're kind of approaching. They seem to be having an argument about umbrellas.
In that case, I'm just gonna try and slip past them.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Alrighty.
Wow, that's a nat 20.
Yep.
Oh
Wow.
my
Okay, so
God.
that's a 26. Yeah. So you slip inside and nobody even hears you, sees you, like a shadow. You enter this dressing room, and it is a scene of colorful clutter. Tables strewn with makeup kits and glass jewelry, mirrors trimmed with orbs of glowing light, and chests of drawers and wardrobes spilling over with garments. As of right now, you can tell that this is a very highly trafficked area, so you don't have a lot of time. But there are very many containers in here, and you're the only person in here right now.
Ooh. I'm on a mission, but I also really want to take things. I'm just gonna
Just
grab
do it.
like
Do it.
I'm just gonna grab like 3 anythings.
Okay.
Like he can't help himself, but he's not looking for anything in particular.
All right, you're just grabbing and going. All right.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 2, 5, and a 6. Okay. You grab a waistcoat with a chain of 100 silk handkerchiefs tied together in one of its pockets. You grab a dagger. And you grab a pair of long stilts and bright purple trousers.
Now, when you say stilts and trousers, I assume these are trousers large enough to fit over the stilts.
Yes.
Okay. What you have given me here is a disguise to buy me more time back here.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm just gonna throw all of this together into an outfit and try and buy myself a little bit more time in this back room.
All right.
That's Great.
That's fantastic. Okay. So as that is going on, outside. Oh, that's aggressive.
What's going on outside?
Ah!
The lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a slender elven figure sitting in a silver hoop, suspended above the center ring by silk ropes. The elf, wearing a dazzling suit of diamond-paned mirrors, is wearing a pair of butterfly wings. His scepter, as he wheels it around, is topped with a spinning vane. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted.
Damn.
And that's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Oh.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
everyone, for being here. Oh my gosh, what a wild... This is such a good game.
So fun.
Oh,
And
well, thank you for all the math you did today.
oh,
Yes.
God, thank you for being thankful for that, because I don't like doing math. We're gonna go around and tell you who we are, where you can find us, and also what our favorite part of today's session was. And we're gonna start with Matihi.
Hi, I'm Matihi. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maddie Matihi, and you can also find me over on Emma Panada's channel mostly. I run Curse of Strahd on Tuesdays, playing a big old Dami Mami Strahd, and every other Friday, this Friday included, I play a character named Kondo, who is an airbender in our Avatar game. And yeah, that's where you can find me. And of course, here every other Wednesday or in chat when I'm not working. But my favorite moment of the night, I gotta say, probably because, hot Minotaur, it's probably fine. Definitely just everything getting bench pressed by this Minotaur is absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. Can't wait to interact with this Minotaur again.
Yay! Excellent, thank you. Next, we have GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be with Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign, where you'll see a lot of fun happening there. Also in the World of Greyhawk. I'm not anywhere in the socials, but this is where you find me. I think tonight my favorite part was this growing competition between Riley and Lavelli. I think it's going to be fun. We'll see where it goes.
Ooh,
Excellent, thank you.
making friends tonight.
Friendships forged by Snail. Next, we have B Street Holmes.
Hi guys, I'm B Street Holmes, or Matthew. You can call me either. I mostly do a Monday night YouTube show with Jacob, who will introduce himself in a second. 10 p.m. Eastern on Mondays. Super excited. I think my favorite thing for tonight was actually getting everybody to describe their younger selves when we were at the Hall of Illusions. One of the things I mentioned in our little personal group chat was it's really interesting to see Kalik be as different when they were kids as he is from them now.
Yeah, we got some pretty interesting plot kind of seeds,
Yeah.
Can't wait to see more of that. That'd be really cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. Next, we have Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am ZM, whatever you like to call me. Of those names, I am the lore keeper, clip master. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. You can find me mostly here. I'm here all the time. I'm in Stella's Discord. I'm in Robo's Discord, a couple other places, but I mostly live here. And if you're not sick of me yet, you could join me and Matthew every Monday at 10 p.m. most Mondays for the briefing. And if you're not sick of me and seeing me play D&D, next week I'll be over with Mr. GeekDice over there, and we will be playing our Greyhawk game, which is really, really fun. The only other thing for me is that, for me personally, I'm excited because this will probably be the last D&D game where I play with the computer I have right now. I was able to get a upgrade on my computer so I can watch streams in more than just 480p live, which will be a drastic improvement. I've been struggling to think of what I like for today, because there's a lot of things that kind of happened. I liked, you know what? It hasn't been mentioned yet. I liked all the smooching.
Oh, the heavy makeup.
Tons of
Tons of smooching, and I think sort of on my own character, I can't help but just laugh every time I think about my character today. Just in every way, he's just like, I'm going a little bit no. He just keeps getting yeeted and rolls ones, and it was great. I loved it.
Chester's the puppy of the group.
Yeah, for real. Thank you so much. Next, we have Vertigo Cross.
Hey, I'm Vertigo. I like to play games either by myself or with my cool friends here. You can either catch me over on my channel, usually playing Dead by Daylight or whatever I feel like at the time, or over on Stella's channel on Mondays, where, like this, we try to make everyone make out.
Yeah, it's true.
And usually fail.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was either how much we got to just in general, like help everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And, like hanging out with Durla and everything. Or, and I just had it in my head. It was how subtly you sent us away from the House of Illusion, only to immediately come back when we go to the next place.
I was
Oh,
like,
look at all these things.
first of all, y'all ended up going to like the one location I didn't like read on, right? Like I read about the carousel, I know about the gondola, like I already pre-read all of that. The one thing I didn't read was the lake, and that's where y'all went. So I was like reading it as we were moving along, and I was like, fuck, we're going right back to the Hall of Illusions. Are you serious? But it was fine. It was good. I'm glad that we got to play with Palasha, and we got Candlefoot his voice back, and they're in love.
And we created
That
a
was
new
very
act.
sweet.
We call it the Juggling
Created a new
Halfway.
act.
Yeah. And you caught someone's eye for doing that.
For better or worse, we'll find out.
Hello everyone, I'm Stella Luna. Thank you so much for being here. For me, if you want to catch more of me, of course you can. Are you okay?
We'll see. Next time.
Next time. If you want to catch more of me and the stuff that we do here, free way you can support the channel is giving us a follow. You can also check us out on Twitter and our YouTube as well, and you can hop into our Discord. We are always looking for new friends to play games with. You don't have to have any prior experience with any kind of TTRPG system. We are a learning community. We'll teach you how to play, and you don't even need a camera. All you need is a microphone, and you can head over into our Discord. Link is there in the chat. For this weekend here, we were originally going to have a guest star this Friday for Unbound, but unfortunately we did cancel that. And we're probably going to do something a little more low-key. It might be like an out-of-character kind of hangout session. Like an AMA sort of thing. So if you want to catch that, that's gonna be 9 p.m. on Friday. And we have a very special stream. Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time is gonna be the finale of our Folks and Tales game. It's gonna be the very, very last one. So it's been a whole year that we've been playing this game. It's gonna be dungeon mastered by Trixie Wizard. It's a very whimsical, very chaotic sort of spin on the classic folktale creatures and characters, and they are joining together under the assistance and the guidance of Santa to fix these stories that are being broken and being retold. So I really hope that you can join us for Saturday night. It's going to be very, very, very special. And yeah, like one of the sessions started with them being in a washing machine. So if that is like a interesting, what I need to know more, then that's the kind of vibe that you'll get there. But other than that, thank you so much for being here, everyone. We will be back here on the 15th for more Witchlight, and next Wednesday is going to be Saltmarsh. Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.